so that it's recorded.
It is.
So if you remember last week, you guys had killed some dwarves, burned the bodies, climbed up on the dam, spotted the border guard from Eglarest, decided not to trouble them, and so you went east of the river to see if you could see any signs of the dwarven encampment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't remember any of that shit.
this is when you weren't here.
That's the recap.
So you had climbed up on the ridge that is the river valley, so that you could see down into the scrubland. And this is, very barren land with, scrubby bush trees. Like the land, mesquite trees, like the land between here and Sedona, for example, where it's just not really good for anything. A few bushes, but not a lot of.
Great fire, Kimlin.
There you go. Anyway, and you decided to report in. So that means, summon a pig, send the pig back with a report, summon the pig back to see if you get a reply.
Yes, get cookies out.
So, Poindexter then also notified Harry, because he was like, hey, I'm looking for my friends. So they went on a mission down to Eglarest. So you should just try and catch up on them.
Okay.
So you get a message too that you're at the mill, because they went south. You get to the mill and you get to take a break, and you get the message back from Poindexter too that they're east of the dam and you should go and hunt them down.
I'm hunting my friends.
Right.
Let's do it.
And so you already seen the fire where they're burning
It's
bodies.
kind of hard to do. We're very sneaky.
Very
I
sneaky.
can smell you.
Very sneaky. So Harry's on her way to catch up with Hoodie and Pearl. Hoodie and Pearl are just relaxing a bit while they
How
do
fast
this
does my
messaging
drawer
stuff.
go? I'm just trying to make sure I'm going the fastest I can go.
Okay. I don't know how far it is from where you are to where they are, so let's say you arrive just in time. But your board moves at 50 feet per round walking and 100 feet per round running,
I see
and
that.
covers 1 map square in 5 hours if you run him.
Mm-hmm.
The big map.
Big time.
Oh,
So
come on here.
10 or 20 of these for slow and fast, 1 per 5 hours, or 1 per 8 hours, slow and fast over there. So now how far is it from where you are to where they are? I don't know. So Harry arrives, and as you guys are packing up from your lunch, are you keeping your pigs? Because now you're looking at like a bunch of wide open scrubland.
I would think I would with that. We don't
Is
have
there a reason not to?
Well, we came all this way without our pigs.
They're doing some sneaking, so they left it.
Oh, you don't have your pigs.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
at nights we would bring them and send messages and stuff. But like, we didn't ride our pigs most of the way.
No. Is this when we fell in a bunch of traps, or was that before?
Oh,
There was one trap there that you almost fell in.
almost.
So as you're packing up, getting ready to go, are you gonna ride pigs or walk?
I'll ride my bondo.
All right. I don't feel like I need to be sneaky right now.
Right, and
I mean,
plus
we're
you're
about
kind of
to-
in a bunch of wide open space.
It's kind of hard to be sneaky in wide open space.
So, and are you
Unless I
gonna go?
invisible.
Are you gonna go east, down into the flatlands, or travel along the ridge to the south?
I'd hunt dirty. It did!
This bridge.
Oh, God.
Okay, the river, right, and this river here at this particular point has been busted into 3 pieces by the dam. But the river is in kind of a half-mile wide valley,
Right.
and it's typical of all the rivers. If there was an ice age sometime in the past, It carved out a valley that's now just the river at the bottom of the valley. And so you're on the east side of the river ridge, looking down into just flatlands.
Right. And the direction to get to the dwarf area.
Is east.
Well, we should go east. Seems logical.
Does the ridge wrap around it all? Like,
No, because the ridge just follows the river.
okay.
So the ridge goes almost directly south,
Oh.
with a few bendy places, but directly south. Whereas, and the flatlands are all out to the east.
So we're
But
gonna go across the
you're
flat.
talking a normal walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days east for walking people, right? You'll be able to do it in 5, but it's 10 days east to actually get to the area labeled Dwarven Lands. So it's quite a ways away. Whereas it's just 2 days south to get to the capital of. I'm looking at the wrong map. It's 10 days to the southeast to get to the Dwarven Lands. And it's only 2 days to get to the capital of Eglarest.
Which we don't want to go there.
Right, but you don't want to go there right now.
But so if we follow the ridge,
So the only bonus to following the ridge is you have a much better view of
right.
what's to the east, but you're not making any progress towards the east. I'm just trying, but all of this is just understanding this.
Can we just go
The-
diagonal across the flatlands to where we need to go?
Southeast,
Yes,
With-
southeast.
like directly for the border of the Dwarven Lands.
Exactly,
Southeast.
the straightest point, the straight line, 2 points,
Okay.
fastest route. I'm
Is this where you
tall,
wanna go?
I can see.
I mean, I'm trying to find Booty K, and I feel like she's probably not in the Dwarven Lands, but let's go there anyway.
Well,
Just
where
in
do you
case
think
she
Booty
did go
K
back home
is?
to her home base.
Who is Booty King?
This is what happens when you miss stuff.
The dwarf lady that used to take the rock.
Oh, that's right.
That blew up the mill.
Okay, alright, so
Pearl
we
and
got,
Hoodie have decided if we find the
we got
camp.
Mickey and Hildy. I got it.
You
Wait, what?
can't change the names.
I'm not changing the names, I'm just relating to people I know and then I remember who's who.
Hey.
Hildy's the Jody Arias type.
She's
Yeah.
assigning personalities of friends
I don't
to.
think that's confusing people.
Booty K is the Jody Arias type.
Okay.
Alright.
With the nails, though.
And the Snow
She
White.
decided that she has the nails and.
Totally has the nails. Think Snooky.
Snooki.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can okay, I got Snooki now. Alright.
Now that
Then that
makes-
came
I
from me.
think
That's
that's
for sure.
I'm sorry, you're gonna call
We
her
can go with
Booty K.
that
She's
now.
gonna look like Snooky.
Alright, Snooki and Snow White.
So you're thinking just don't go east, don't go south, just go southeast towards the Dwarven Lands. Hopefully you run into some sign of Booty Cave.
Yeah, maybe we'll run into
it.
a sign of Booty K and meanwhile we can kill some dwarves. No, not kill, but torment some dwarves?
No. We don't torment them, we kill them unless they have information in which we torment them and then kill them.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And we've gone from is this right or wrong to this is policy.
I just following orders.
So you're right, not more than 5 minutes down the gradual slope before you actually spot some dwarves, but they're way in the distance. So everybody do a perception check so I can tell you how many dwarves you actually see.
Is that a 20?
You're gonna roll your 20, you're gonna find perception on your little gray box of little things that'll be down near wisdom. You're probably pretty good at it.
13.
I am proficient in it.
I have 16.
And you go.
So I get 5, right? Because I get the proficiency bonus.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I get 15.
About the same, sir. So you spot a few small groups of dwarfs, but they're like 3 miles away, right? But since you're coming down this thing, you got a good, horizon, and you only see them because they're moving, and they're moving east. And you guys see a few more of the groups, so you all stop and talk about what you see and what's out there. And you see a group of 5 dwarves.
We're still in Eglarest.
Yes.
Well, not Eglarest, but
Well, not the city, but
No, right, yeah.
the territory.
we're outside.
You see some of those naked dwarves.
Naked?
Yeah, all the dwarves have been naked.
The dwarves are naked.
And then about 200 feet away, you see 2 more groups of dwarves, but they look a little more sophisticated, like some leather armor, some actual metal
Blades
weapons.
and stuff on?
No, like they have armor. So these guys look like the wild dudes that you saw before, and these guys look more like soldier types, right? You've got some leather armor. It's all, I
Okay.
mean, you're miles away, so you're not seeing a lot of detail, but you can tell they have clothes.
So we got headhunters and we got just cannibals.
Right. So does
Got
anybody, I don't even know what the skills are.
What?
I almost said, is anybody proficient in history, but I'm not even sure that's a thing.
It is.
Yeah, this is
I'm
fun.
proficient in history.
Oh, okay, make a history roll.
I mean, it's still not very good. I rolled a 2, so 5.
All right. So, yeah, so that doesn't really tell you a lot.
It's not, but I couldn't see him that clearly anyway.
Right. But you see these 5 groups, and they're headed east. You guys are over here. Right, and this is like almost 3 miles. You're like way far away from them. In fact, if you ride down into the scrub, you won't be able to see them anymore. So you just happen to catch a glimpse of them on a thing here.
Okay.
And you rolled 5, so I should tell you something. But you don't know anything about dwarven military tactics or.
Right. Why would I know anything? Hey, I think we fought people like that once.
Like those guys. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so they're headed east.
Yeah. One of the guys, you see one of the guys from one of these groups has traveled to this group, right? So this group is just leisurely moving east. This group is just leisurely moving east. But one of the guys makes a little sprint over to here, and you see him point off behind you,
Behind us?
and then runs back to his other group, and they all continue just moseying east.
What's behind us?
So you look behind you and realize there's that pillar of black smoke from the burning of the dwarven bodies.
Oh,
You seem to be pointing at that.
the funeral pyre.
The funeral pyre.
Got
Oh. Okay.
So how sophisticated do we think these little headhunters are?
Not too terribly. Sophisticated is words. But I assume they're gonna investigate what happened back up there.
Okay, that's northwest, and they're headed east.
Right. Yes.
Fine.
I didn't say it was gonna happen immediately, but at some point they're gonna be like, hey, we haven't heard from Jerry and Joe Bob in a while. Wonder how they're doing.
Why they have that big fire?
All right. Anyway, I don't know. Are we gonna follow them, friends?
I'm for it. I was just curious if you want me to, shape shift to something.
Probably a
intimidating.
little premature for that sort of thing because they're miles away and headed away from you. Honestly, you could ride your pigs. You could get there. You
Just as fast.
catch up with them. Even if you just hurried on foot, they're not. They're not. They don't look like they're not jogging east. They're just leisurely strolling east.
I kind of want to like trail after them, sneaky like, and wait for dark when they set up their camp, and then like kidnap one of them.
I could probably hidden step into the camp at
Did you
night
ever
and
get
take
your
someone.
pliers back?
Yes, she did.
Just
Pretty
checking.
sure I had stuff back.
Can't I hidden step into the camp at some point and just take somebody?
Yeah, the hidden step only lasts about 6 seconds though, so I mean you can use it
That's
to, yeah. So you can use it to like, haha, here I am, but I mean it's not gonna be like permanent.
I wonder what would happen if I just like walked in there and was just like, okay, how's it
What's
going?
up?
I could crawl in as a giant spider.
Oh,
I'm just gonna walk into their camp.
crawl up there so I don't see you.
Or I could go in as a brown bear or a tiger.
I'm just gonna walk into their camp and be like, hey, fellas.
Okay, so you're gonna catch up to them, but then wait for them to camp at night.
And then just gonna walk in your camp, so I need to prepare to defend you.
If you feel the need.
So if she's gonna walk into their camp, I'm gonna turn into a brown bear and walk next to her like her buddy.
like Anna Wojcik.
Yep, like Anna Wojcik.
Okay. So yeah, they stop at dinner time. You note that as far as movement of an army, they were a little slower, right? I mean, you guys run twice or travel twice as fast as the rest of the orc army, right? These guys are a little bit slower than the orc army, mostly out of just they're not in a hurry, so they're just
Crawling along.
crawling along. But you just happen to notice that, just in distance cover, because you're trailing behind them and you're like, oh my God, we're going so slow.
They moved, yeah.
Harry gotta take so many naps.
So they do stop and they camp, and you can trail from a distance close enough where you're seeing two of the groups, right? So there are groups kind of in an arc, right?
Mhm.
That you can see from the hill with the two more groups in a different arc. But now that you're down on the ground, I'm following behind them closely. You've been keeping tabs on two of the groups moving, and they're about 200 feet apart. And other than every once in a while somebody sprints from one group to the other, so like relay messages back and forth, the two groups stay separated. And they actually both stop when they're stopped by people from the inner group. So one of the soldiery looking guys with armor and real weapons, goes back and tells them that they should stop here. Another one comes back and tells the other group they should stop here. So both of those groups sit down and make camps. 5 guys both sit down and make camps. The soldier guys go back to their own groups, so you assume they're making camps over
So
that
these are
direction.
just the headhunters, not the cannibals.
I don't know what those mean.
The cannibals are the soldier guys, the headhunters are the perimeters.
Okay.
Then they
So
get
yes,
perimeters.
these are the headhunters that you're trailing because the headhunters are behind the cannibals.
And the headhunter
Cannibals are more sophisticated than headhunters.
camps. You said 5?
Yeah, there's 5 in each camp. Again, these guys are, they have little to no equipment, but you can see that they're carrying several sharp sticks each.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they're a little bit fancier than the
Sharp
guys.
sticks, you said?
Yes, because the guys you originally fought were just naked dudes with sharp sticks. These are naked dudes with several sharp sticks. So they're like next level.
Are you sure they're all sticks?
The little runners that came out and told them to stop in camp, they actually had an actual spear with a metal head. But these guys are just carrying sharp sticks.
In fact, you're proficient in lance.
You're proficient in all.
Yeah, I know. Well, not when I'm a bear. Well, I might be. Am I still proficient with the lance as a bear? Because I can throw a lance as a bear.
You can't throw a lance at all.
Damn.
The javelin.
Are you thinking of a javelin?
Is that not what a lance? What's a lance?
Like when the guys joust, they ride
Yeah.
the horses and poke each other?
Yeah.
Those things. The big, long, pokey thing.
I guess you want to throw that.
No. Doesn't throw very well. I mean, you can probably chuck it a few feet.
But I could still, as a bear, I could still do that.
Still use a lance as a bear with no thumb.
Are you sure bears don't have thumbs?
Yes. Thumbs are pretty unique.
Boo boo, I have a thumb.
Boo Boo had a thumb.
I could be an 8.
Boo Boo also had a little collar and a tie.
But it does say that if I was
They
able
do
to.
have the same kind of joint as human hands. Bears do not have thumbs.
But they can wrap. They can wrap. I've seen a bear wrap its hand around a pole and pull it out. I've seen them use that kind of dexterity in real life.
Yeah, but they just use like hand with claws to grip things. They don't thumb things.
So why couldn't I hand with claw a light hand or a quarterstaff?
Okay, you absolutely can.
I just am curious about that. All right, because I can have a whip and attack. All right.
Bears can do things like delicately pick up and manipulate small food items and skin fish with great precision.
Wait, does it say anything about bears jousting though?
Right?
Bears, they tear up the ground.
Yeah,
Bears use their claws to rip open tree
They
stumps.
can. I've seen a bear ride a motorbike. And so if a bear can ride a motorbike, I mean.
Species. No.
Oh?
You know?
No.
Tool use?
Tool use, like does it use a tool at any time to like fish?
No.
Really? You
No.
would think it would. Don't are you laughing at me?
All right. The internet says no.
Damn. Just a bear.
Well, don't be growling, you're still sneaking.
I
Oh,
want
my
to
bad.
go to one of the better camps. I feel like
So you want to sneak
you want us to
between.
go to cannibals?
they're more likely to speak common,
And they're more likely to speak common. Okay.
I assume. That's just
Just being more sophisticated.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're leaving the pigs behind.
Mhm.
Pigs are right here. And you're going to be a bear. And
That's
you're going to
all right
sneak along with
with
them.
everybody.
Sneak along with them.
You're going to,
you're a ranged person. You don't have to be that close to us, right?
well, no, she could hang back.
Yeah, you
when
can
you're
hang back in
13.
case we need backup.
Well, just kind of like.
So you're
it
gonna-
doesn't really matter if I'm in the back or on the side because if I'm doing it
You
right,
could
no
ride
one's
the
gonna
bear
see
in.
me.
It's
Right.
true.
And her plan is she's just going to march in and start chatting with people.
She can ride the bear.
And her plan is she's going to be a pet bear. You're going to like hang back a little bit, bush to bush, and remain hidden in case they get in
You
trouble.
might think she's a god if she can control a bear. What? At one time, Gilligan's Island, they controlled the ape and the camel. Sorry, it was God.
Boo Boo and Gilligan. We're doing pretty good.
All right.
I have certain things I
Okay,
control from.
so because the camps are in a concentric circle, I'm going to just say
Seriously,
that.
concentric circles?
Yeah.
There's only 3 of them. How do you do that?
What?
How do you
Well,
do?
there was an arc of groups and then a smaller arc of groups.
So they're concentric arcs.
Yes.
Okay. Don't go all mathematically weird on me. I can see mathematics in my head.
So you're going to sneak between 2 of the less sophisticated groups on the outer perimeter in order to walk into the camp of the inner group. And that's sort of a straight shot because the way the groups are spaced, halfway between the 2 outer groups is where the inner group is. So you're just kind of going on it. But your plan is to sneak past those guys and get into the inner camp.
I mean, I could just walk around.
What's your stealth as a bear? Walk around.
Have any stealth as a bear? I'm sure
Come
maybe I
in from
should
the
be the
other
bear.
side of the rock.
Maybe I should be the tiger. I have stealth as the tiger.
So let's say you check that out. And what you realize is that there's another group of unsophisticated dwarves. past the ones that you saw. So now you're up to 5 different groups of 5 dwarves each on the outside.
Would you rather I be a tiger or a lion? I have more stealth that way.
Listen, I am not particularly stealthy, so you do you, and we'll see how this fucking goes.
Laying off your pets, which is more intimidating, you think? You don't care. Tiger's more intimidating.
Okay.
And also sneaky.
And sneaky.
Okay.
And perceptive. And has dark vision.
Just gonna sneak between 2 of them then.
And are you going to come back to the back to where you started, or you're going to just sneak in between those 2 groups? That's
Just gonna sneak between those 2 groups now.
Okay.
My stealth is +6.
They all have campfires, so they're eating dinner. Is dinner time good, or were you going to wait for bedtime?
Dinner time's great.
Dinner time's good. Okay, so you're going to sneak between the 2 groups. Are you the lowest stealth number?
I think so.
What's your stealth number? Yours is awesome. What's your stealth number? You're a tiger.
+6?
Yeah, you're a tiger.
Mine's only +2.
So it's you. So
Yeah.
basically, you are going to walk through there and see if they see you, and everybody else is tagging along.
16.
Okay, you're fine. You walk in between the 2 groups of outer dwarves, and you walk directly to the inner dwarves. Okay, so we need some inner dwarves.
Probably are.
We'll use some of these fancy rooms.
They have better dexterity as a tiger, too.
Hey, Jekka. Do you have our minis?
Oh yeah, I didn't get
This
them.
one? I think so.
Do you have a tiger for me?
I could just get on your shapes, maybe.
Nope, I'm just gonna use the bear mini over and over again because you just keep changing minis anyway. Is a bear a medium or a large creature?
It's a large. It's
Yeah.
a tiger, but it's a
I'm
large.
just saying, is a tiger a large or a medium creature? The
Large.
tigers are very big.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the girl.
Should be as big as the
And
girl.
we have the sneaky girl. And put her right over here because it was a bush there. And no, the tiger is much bigger than the girl.
Oh, cool. A giant tiger.
We'll just use one of these extra pigs.
Oh, I want to get an extra pig. Pull something off
That
your
looks a
rack.
lot like Bongo.
There's got to be something up
Oh,
there.
that is Bongo. That's a terrible choice. I have the tigers right here. I have a pretty good looking leopard.
Oh, yeah, well, that'll work too.
I have a good lion.
Yeah, but we said how we can beat the lion. He has the same stealth, but he
And
doesn't
this
have as many
awesome
hit
turtle
points.
though.
That is pretty awesome. I can't wait till I can be a turtle. Can't be a turtle yet. Thanks.
So pulling that out. Tiger. I'm gonna grab one of these little squares for you to stand on those so you can see how much space you actually take out. Because as a tiger, you get these 4 squares, regardless of what you actually occupy. And so now you're sneaking in the camp. Are you gonna hold off from a distance or walk right up?
Walk right up.
All right.
Sit down at the fire with them.
You get pretty close before somebody turns around. Sneak to another bush. Before somebody turns around and sees you, and then he jumps up and he says, "Blah!" because it's all going on now.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
gonna go sniff their meat.
What?
It's a friendly gesture. Hello.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it'll feel like to them.
Well, I mean, since she can't understand, I'm gonna see if I can understand her with my speech of beast.
No, they're speaking dwarf. You've talked to a couple of dwarfs now, so you recognize the sound of the language.
I'm gonna say,
Still want to sniff their meat.
hi, friends.
That gets everybody's attention, so they all stand up and with their spears at the ready. And they kind of get even in a little like,
A little formation.
Mini formation.
That's so cute.
yeah, they get in a little
Look
mini
how close
formation.
they're standing to each other.
You could just fireball them. You don't even
Almost
need
a
me.
pentagon.
I don't have fireball.
I could pounce.
I do have burning hands. And that's right there. But no, I actually do just want to like. Do any of you speak common?
Right, and they just the guy in front puts his hand out and he shouts something to the guy in the back, kind of over his shoulder a little bit, but he's keeping his eye on you.
I assume that means stop, so I stop.
And he sends one of the guys, runs off into the away from the outer edge into the circle.
Okay.
No, I almost want to go after him. Can I see him still with my dark vision?
You can see him running away.
Where's he going?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
That's why I want to
Going off into the dark.
Carry it. I want to kind of follow him. I mean, you got this, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to leave, go ahead.
Well, I just thought I'd make sure that he isn't going like grabbing reinforcements.
Oh, I'm sure that's what he's doing.
Okay, get somebody that speaks common. You're going to talk to him.
Yeah.
Or that. I'm going to be doing that.
So you're watching him as he runs off, and you realize that there's another campfire about 200 feet past this one.
Aha!
That's probably where he's going.
Probably.
All right.
So we're like in the middle of it.
So the guy in front he keeps with the stop hand, and he just keeps talking to you.
I just stand
Yeah,
here
yeah,
like
you
this.
guys
I'm
Seems
like,
to be insisting that you're just going to stand where you're standing.
great.
Can I
I'm
go up and
doing
sniff
that.
his hand? I just want to intimidate a little.
I'm going to sneak into the middle of an army. Then insult somebody.
What?
Okay.
See if he tries to pet me or swat me.
So you're, he's holding his spear rather menacingly with the other hand. So when you take a step forward, he puts down the stop hand so that he's ready with both hands
Aha!
on the spear.
Now we know his true intention.
So you're scaring him just a little bit.
Alright.
Getting too close.
I can like go circle
No.
him. Like
No,
a shark.
God, no. I put my hand on you. And I'm like,
Oh, see? See? Then that's gonna be alright, that does something. So then I'll sit down like a good tiger.
Okay. So you sit down a
Look
little
up at her
bit
lovingly.
and try to be less aggressive looking.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll lick my chops.
So from where you're standing, you can see that there's a small campfire behind you, the two you snuck through, and then there's a small campfire to about 200 feet apart, this way and this way, and then also in there where the guy ran, there's a small campfire and another one over there. So now you can tell just from the tiny fires that you can see that you're standing in the middle of. This is for your benefit. You're standing in the middle of at least 9 groups of dwarves, and you're
Okay.
smack in the middle.
45, let's get this.
It's like a star.
Yeah, it's like a star.
Yeah. It was for my benefit.
No, I just wanted to see, you probably, you're, okay.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
surrounded by dwarves. Okay, so the dude who ran off then comes back, and he comes back with even slightly, or even more sophisticated, elaborate looking dwarf. And in fact, this guy looks really tough. So he's got, metal armor
Love it.
and axe.
Howdy.
Where's my notes on how tough he is? I'll just wing it. But he's obviously a step up from the second guys. So outer ring was the tribal guys, near naked. The inner circle then a little bit tougher. And then they went in and got a guy who could speak common and brought him back out. And he's like super soldier guy.
Okay.
Howdy.
And he walks up and goes, "Who are you? Where are you from?"
Ooh. Ooh, that I've ever actually spoken as Pearl.
Go for it. You're our new leader.
What? Sup?
So
My name is Essie.
Essie? Telling them.
I'm not giving him my real name.
I was like, man, she changed her name while I was
Dwarves hold grudges.
I can't spell Essie.
Essie.
Okay. Like Bessie, but without the B.
Yeah, well, because essence.
Got it. Essie. Essence. Pseudonym. And you're just in the bushes, right?
Yes,
Boat ready?
exactly.
Okay. I figured that was what you're doing. I just didn't bother to ask. Sorry. Okay.
here.
So you're Essie.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
And so then he says,
You can call me T.
I was going to call you Reginald.
Essie,
Oh, that'll work. Yeah, whatever you want to call me. I'll come by.
you and your formidable pet are within our perimeter. I don't know how you got out inside our first ring of guards.
We walked through
You
them.
just walked on through.
We'll probably discuss that with them later.
Oh, it was that one and that one.
I just have to know now. You got flaming arrows from one.
But we need you to actually move away from here and, exit our security
Ask about Booty K.
That's the plan.
area.
So I would love to do that, but I'm actually looking for someone. Do you think you can help me?
Probably not. We're taking part in some military operations that we really prefer not to discuss with outsiders. You
wanna
can
know
see
that.
our secure camp, and he stumbles a little bit unsecure, realizing that he's talking to someone who just snuck through.
Okay,
Scooby-Doo.
but I need to find Booty K because I hear.
And his face gets really freaked out when you say Booty K. And then he says, that Booty K story is just a thing that the dwarves made up to scare the humans. It makes them a little more afraid of us. If you're not aware, we're currently at war with the government of Eglarest. And he specifies government because, he thinks you're from the area, right?
Mm.
But he doesn't have a problem with the people of Eglarest. He has a problem with the government of Eglarest.
Hey, I know.
In fact, he doesn't say government. He says prince. With the prince of
But Booty
Eglarest.
K is like for real. We've met her, right?
No,
Oh, so it could just be a story.
no.
Relying on the torture techniques, she's convinced herself
Listen,
that Booty K is actually a real
whether
person.
Booty K is or is not real doesn't matter as long as I find the official report.
Tell them we have Snow White.
Here's what I want to know. I don't care about no.
Well, they might.
What happened with the prince? I was not aware.
Again, these are military operations that we would prefer not to discuss with the general populace. It would be best if you just returned back to your farm
Maybe we
or
could help you.
village
Maybe we could help them.
for the night. And we'll be out of this area in the morning if you have some business near.
Isn't the capital that way?
Capital is now directly west of you.
Right, not the way they were headed.
Right, not the way they're headed. They're headed away from the capital.
Right, so I asked him, isn't the capital that way?
Yes, the capital is that way.
No, we're
So-
confused, I guess.
It's a little hard to make a move on the prince if he's the other way.
But now he gets a little bit condescending. He goes, I'm sure that you might not understand all of the machinations of a sophisticated military plan, but for your own safety and the safety of my troops, I'm going to give you a little bit there, it would be best if you just returned home for the evening so that we can continue on our way.
So I'm gonna make this really easy for you, bud. I'm not gonna leave until I know what's going on with the prince.
What about Bouquet?
Well, now I know. Now I want to know what the dwarves have against the Prince of Eglarest. I don't care about booty K right now.
Have they
This is way more
put out
interesting.
their political statement?
What's their press release?
Right?
No.
No press release?
They're headed east, and they're a military formation, and they don't want to talk about it because security.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna.
Aren't we
I'm
like
not gonna
agents
leave.
of the Prince?
We shouldn't even be in Eglarest at all.
Oh, okay, just making sure. I thought we worked for him. I'm like,
No, you were trying to like green beret in here,
all right, so
and
do
these
we
are
care about the Prince? Because maybe we should just
That depends why the
hook
dwarves
up
are
with
mad at
these
the prince.
dude and try to take out the Prince with them.
Listen, if the dwarves are mad at the prince for a good reason, I'm totally down
We
with
can
that.
give them a bad
If
plan so
not-
they all end up dead. Manipulate the whole thing.
They're not gonna listen to us. I'm gonna offer them some cookies.
You should give them some brownies.
I'm not gonna give them brownies.
he politely declines. He goes, "Oh, no, miss, that's okay, miss. We're
They're really
well versed in
I'm
foraging,
with my mom.
and we
They're
prefer
pretty
not
fresh.
to interact with the
The
populace.
tiger wants to insist they eat the cookies.
We want. We prefer not to interact with the populace. We're trying to keep
I'm not even
our.
from around here. I'm not interacting with populace.
Where are you from then?
Here
We're
and there.
travelers.
She
We're travelers. Got a place we can stay for the night?
can't talk. She's a tiger.
Are you sure I can't talk?
You can't talk, you're a
I
tiger.
thought I could talk.
Hey,
Which
could
is
you-
why I pretty much
Could you
ignore
internet
this.
that for me? Can you see if
I-
tigers
I'm
can
on
talk?
it. I'm on it.
Can't I talk to her in her brain?
No, you can't talk.
I thought I could talk to
You
her in her
think you
brain.
can? You think you
I
have
thought,
telepathy?
yeah,
now?
I got
All right.
telepathic
They
shit. don't I?
utilize a variety of vocalizations
See, I've been
to
growling.
communicate over long distances, but that's just with each other.
What? You're part of
Do
my
you speak
pack.
tiger?
I don't speak
She
tiger.
doesn't speak tiger.
Sorry. I speak goblin, primordial, common, and orcish, and tiger is not on that list.
Tiger.
Well, except for her.
Well, here.
Because
Because I know I keep a lot of my stuff on
All right.
my wild shit.
Here's my thing. I'm either about to sit down at this campfire, and they're gonna start fighting me while I try and do that, or I'm gonna sit down at this campfire and they're not gonna do anything about it. I'm gonna sit down at the campfire.
Okay, as you take a step forward, he shouts out a command, and everybody grabs their spears and gets in a stance.
Okay.
And he says, "Miss, please, just go back to your home and outside of our security perimeter.
Can I just eat one of them?
You may eat one whenever you decide
So, like,
to."
he just keeps being like, I'm like, he obviously is not understanding us. So if I eat one of them, he might start understanding us.
Well, he wants you to leave, and you're not leaving. So what is it that he needs to understand?
No, we're not like that.
We're not leaving. And I'll keep
I'm pretty
eating
sure he's
drawers
on
until he lets us stay.
I don't believe me. I feel like they're both
little
me.
bit.
What should I tell them to make them go away? Do we just TBK and just call it a night?
I'm gonna set down my bag of cookies.
She really wants you to take some cookies.
Eat the freaking cookies. They're really good. I hope you enjoy them. Be safe out there.
We're
Are you
leaving?
sure? Are you sure you don't want to tell me what's going on with the prince? Because like I'm really down. Like I'm not gonna tell anyone. I don't have anyone. I just have my tiger.
and he ponders for a moment and he says, "So you're not one of the prince's subjects?"
Nope.
No, I don't even know the
No,
name of the
actually, he
prince.
doesn't even say. He says, "So you don't consider yourself one of the prince's subjects?"
I don't even know his name.
Well, it's Prince Eglarest, and he just took the name of that.
Oh, that's dumb. Hate that.
Not very original. His mom probably called him, Eggy. but,
Eggy.
but he doesn't use that anymore. And he goes, "Well, two of our more prominent dwarf youths were kidnapped by the Prince of Eglarest."
Are you kidding me?
No. And so we're negotiating for their release. in a manner that gets his attention.
Okay. Cool. Where is he holding them? Just out of curiosity.
In the capital.
Oh, really? But like, you have any deets on where in the capital?
From what I heard, in the throne room.
Are you really? Like, in cages?
In cages.
Who's he keeping?
No.
Who's he
Honey.
keeping?
I'm going to the capital.
Okay, so you say, oh, that's just terrible, and now you're ready to go?
Yeah.
Hey, tell him we'll go get their tutors.
I'm not gonna tell him that, but I am gonna be like, so where are you guys gonna be
He's
in
checking
like,
it out.
I can find out how long it'll be. How far are we from the capital?
You're really, like 2 hours.
Oh, where are you gonna be in like a day?
Where are we going to be?
Yeah.
They're not gonna tell us.
We prefer not to tell you, but you can see we're traveling east.
All right, cool.
Okay,
We'll catch up with you. Bye.
now bye. Okay, are you going to sneak back out, or?
No, I'm just gonna walk back out.
Now you're just going to walk back out?
I mean, they know I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
riding around the camp.
I can clear a path.
Yeah, I think I'm running over there. Yeah, your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited.
To the beast form.
Yeah.
So, they might like be familiar
And it
with
says
it.
here, you can totally do things based on your class if the form is physically able. So, if you were a monkey, you
Right?
could land.
And it says that I can decide whether it's gonna be equipped with my
Your equipment.
Yeah. So like if
But specifically mentions here that you can't do any talking because you're a tiger. Obviously, you
but
can
I can
understand people.
growl.
Yes, and you can understand people.
They
So
might know
she could-
certain growls.
She could
what
do
they
that
need.
lassie game with you. Like,
Right.
what's wrong, girl?
Exactly. Like she understands my growl.
Little Timmy's lost in the well.
Okay, they're going to turn around and walk back out of the perimeter now. Are you going to try to stay hidden on your way out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love it if you just walked out of there.
Okay, I'm going to.
Just step on the bushes like this. Go ahead and make a stealth roll just to see if, they end up reporting a lady and a tiger, or 2 ladies and her tiger.
17.
Yeah, so you're pretty sure no one saw you. So the report back up to the higher ups will be a lady and her tiger. It won't include you whatsoever. You're confident of that. Okay, so
giant
nighttime.
tiger.
Well, no, it's just a regular tiger.
But I'm a giant tiger.
No, you're not. You're a regular
You
tiger.
said I was a giant tiger.
What's it say at the top of the sheet?
Large.
Yeah, large tiger. That's a regular tiger, though.
I'm taking up lots of space for a regular tiger.
No, regular tigers are very, very big.
All right.
Almost 10 feet from nose to tail.
Well, that's giant compared to a dwarf.
Okay.
So the report would say giant tiger.
Unless they have no idea what a tiger is, which could
There
be
was
the
a very
case.
large
Cat.
It's a very large cat-like animal
Very large house cat.
with stripes. Okay, so you extricate yourselves from the dwarves, and so now you're back out here discussing what you think of the encounter and what you should do next.
Tell me again what they said because I was like in tiger form and wasn't quite sure what I heard.
Okay, so 2 of their prominent youths have been taken by the Prince of Eglarest, and they're being held in cages in the throne room.
And we care because
That's rude.
but they're dwarves.
Okay,
They're
but
like
I
animals to us.
still rude.
So you want them as pets?
No, so I want to give them back to the
I'm
dwarves.
so confused.
Harry,
Didn't we just talk about that you either kill a dwarf or you torture it for fun?
you don't torture things for fun. You torture things for information. If they refuse to
Person
tell
are you
you,
torture things for fun?
Harry.
I'm pretty sure that the story was that she tortured the guy for fun.
Right, that was the story.
I tortured the guy for fun.
Now I'm hot.
No, you.
Is that what Poindexter is telling people?
Rude.
Yep. That's suggest
You
let it
wouldn't-
go.
You wouldn't let it go. You were leaving him tied up.
I was gonna let him
Poindexter
live.
was right.
You wanted to kill him. You killed him.
I needed some little direction.
We agreed to let him
I'm
live
going to the capital of Egypt.
if he told us the information. He told us the information.
That's what happens
you
when
killed
they
him
kill our
anyway.
paladin. All right.
What paladin?
Wasn't Justin a paladin?
Yeah.
Are you not dead?
No, I forgot to tell you that. I was supposed to tell you guys, sorry. Yeah, they didn't make it back.
So, so you guys are going to go ahead and go to Eglarest, the capital
All right.
city.
Yes, but I'm not going as a boar rider, a bastard rider.
Wait, you're not going as a bastard rider?
I'm going as a private citizen.
What?
Because Eglarest isn't supposed to know that we're here.
Wait, isn't that against like your bastard rider contract
No.
to you know,
You
Work
guys are
off, work.
commandos. I think you
we can do merc stuff, side merc.
sneak in
Stuff.
line. Yeah, okay. So if you missed that part, when she came up with the idea of checking out Booty K, she talked to Poindexter, and Poindexter's like, well, we can't just send troops into Eglarest. That upsets them. Even though she wants to do something about the dwarves, because the dwarves are crossing the border occasionally. And Booty K blew up the mill because she was pissed off about Garrock, Roxanne Rock. That guy, right?
Yeah,
So that's why she wanted to do something about that. So she's like, well, what if we find a dwarf camp, and then we can ask Eglarest if we can send some troops in for the specific purpose.
So now
This
we're
is
going to the prince to
trying
find out
to
if we can kill the
negotiate.
dwarves.
Well, no, now she's pissed about the dwarven youth that
You
are
don't
in cages.
kidnap kids. I don't care what race they are.
So I'm gonna check if the prince wants us to kill the dwarves, so that we can bring troops in.
Harry's got a different mission.
Which works as a cover for
Me going in.
you
and-
going in to check out the whole situation with them.
Yes. There you go. All right. So I'm back to being a furbog.
Yeah, because it's going to take a couple hours to get there.
Yep.
In fact, you arrive in the middle of the night.
Check.
So it's a very large city, and you're not taking the pigs up to the city because you don't want to appear as sport riders.
I do.
Whether or not
I'm gonna go in as a bastard rider.
you're just going to ride in as bastard rider.
Yeah, I'm a bastard rider. I'm here to talk to the prince.
Okay.
can't do
You're
that?
not supposed to be in the country though,
Oh.
because the Prince of Eglarest didn't want. All right, that's the point. Poindexter was like, don't. The
Can I
Prince of
sneak in
Eglarest-
invisible, get to the castle, and then say I'm a war rider?
Do you have invisibility now?
Yeah, I have hidden step invisibility.
Hidden step invisibility is
It's only
like
6
6
seconds.
seconds.
What? 6 seconds was a hell of a long time in that first battle.
Yes, it was, because when you're in battle, time is very long. But when you're traveling across the country or walking around a city, time is very short.
Well, can't I just be invisible for the time I need to be invisible?
Okay, so you'll have to let me know when that time is. But riding in through the city gates.
There's no way that anybody's not going to notice me unless I shorten myself and do disguise
You
self.
could do your disguise
I
self
could do
thing.
disguise self.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to just really do
So
it.
we're walking to the city. I mean, it doesn't matter if you ride in between there. In fact, do you want to report back to Poindexter in between on the way to the city?
You mean send the board?
Send the board back and then resummon the board to
Yeah.
the answer?
I'm going to send my board
Sure.
back and say
I mean, it's going to take a little while, but it's not really.
Evanescence is going off book, and I'm going to talk to the prince.
Evan is my brother.
I didn't say Evan, I said Evan.
Oh, okay. Well, at that point, just curse.
F and S.
Just thought I'd let you know she's going off book and
Are you-
saving
Are you
dwarves.
thinking that with this tiger thing?
I might be.
Tiger?
Yeah,
So we got a monkey and tiger.
I do have an ape. I have an ape ready to go.
Yeah, we were in April 4th.
Yeah.
So you walk back over the ridge, and now you were traveling southeast. And so now you're turning back and going directly west if you want to go to the city. How do you know that? You got a map. It's right there.
I have a keen sense of
So you
direction.
got a map and you figure out from where you're going that to get back to the city you should go directly west. So you travel back to the ridge because the ridge runs along the river, right, all the way near the coast. And as you crest the ridge, you look down on Eglarest proper, the city itself. It looks like it's a city of about 25,000 people. It has a city wall. The city wall and all of the buildings you can see. It is nighttime though, so you can't see a lot. But you know there are taverns lit and a few, a few major intersections have lamps in them to light things up. And it looks kind of.
What kind of beans are that in your breast?
Well, you've been to the orc city.
Are they
They're-
orcs?
No, I'm sorry. Oh no, they're
Eagle
humans.
crest, are they orcs?
They're humans.
Oh, they're human.
And you're human. And you've really only ever been to Riverhead as far as cities go. And Riverhead's very open, right? It's a pig rider town, right? It's very open. It's like a Dallas sort of city, right, where it's spread out with different buildings in it.
I should turn in.
But this one seems very crowded,
I get in as Woofy.
and it looks a little bit. It looks poorer. It looks poorer than Riverhead. Like in Riverhead, everything's kept relatively nice. People take care of
How is it
strange plants.
so poor if they're making all this money off of wars? Isn't Eglarest the one that are...
Yes,
Just
some of
like
those
the
dudes you
town,
met from Eglarest who were
that's
selling
the
weapons
prince
to
making the money.
the other thing.
I hate
Right.
this.
And that's the next bit then. But relatively well lit
Now we're going to Robin Hood.
is the castle itself, right in the center of the city. So it's not, it has its own small wall that looks much more well kept. There are soldiers along the rooftop. There are soldiers at the entrance to the castle itself. And the castle looks very, very nice compared to the surrounding city, which looks poorer than
Kind of like New Delhi.
Riverhead.
What an absolute
Okay.
D-bag.
Just catching on to this whole D-bag.
I hated him from the moment I found out he kidnapped dwarf people.
You know you like to kill dwarf people.
You didn't read this.
It's different.
You didn't read the Wikipedia article on Booty K then.
There was a Wikipedia on Booty K and I missed it? Where did that get posted?
We just mentioned it last time.
I don't like it yet.
And it is nighttime, and you can see that you're on the west side. There's a west side gate to the city, and it's closed and also guarded by some guards. And the gate itself is well lit, so the guards can see. So you can see the guards, the beam point there.
And they're human guards.
Yes, although you're still,
I can disguise myself as a human.
yes, you're still a ways away, but you can see
Oh no.
humans.
What?
Sorry, I'm reading.
I know, we gotta read the Wikipedia on Booty K.
So anyway,
You spell Booty K.
it's Buka. Okay. Hate the prince
Right,
with a burning passion.
now with a burning passion.
I mean, it was a burning passion before, but now it's like a well-informed burning passion. Not just blindly hating him because he kidnaps people.
I don't think I spelled that right.
Boudica.
Did I mention she's buried at platform 934?
You did.
You did.
Sorry.
I had forgotten it, so it's good that you mentioned it again.
B-O-U what?
Dica. Okay.
That's Booty Cat.
Yes.
Yes. Booty K. Booty Okay. Great. I'm gonna wait until morning And try and just walk in like a traveler, you know, going through the main gate.
Okay, so you can camp out on the ridge where you can have a good view. Or behind the ridge so that no,
Ooh,
you
on
won't
the
be
ridge.
near us. So you can camp out on the ridge.
I'm like, if they notice us, great, we're travelers, we're gonna come in the morning.
Okay. Did you send a message to Poindexter? Are you retrieving a pig to see if you get a message returned? No.
That was the
You didn't tell
Amazon.
Poindexter anything. Poindexter thinks you're still looking for dwarves. Okay.
I mean, except that I think Harry was gonna tell Poindexter.
Harry, were you going to say something to Poindexter?
Remember F and Pearl? F and Essence?
No, I'm not yet. I'm holding that message.
F in essence of it.
Alright,
So you wait till morning.
yes.
Not too long after dawn, the city gates are opened up. There's not a lot of travel in and out of the city, but there are a few people. The guard changes at dawn, so now you have an open guard gate. There are still troops on the wall itself, but it's not more or less than there were overnight. So there's like 10 in a quarter mile, and they just kind of walk around the city.
Okay, I wanna go.
Leisurely walking, peering out into the wilderness every now and then, but they don't look like they're too concerned about anything.
Right, I'm gonna just walk into the city.
Okay, Pearl's gonna walk into the city now. Probably nowhere to hide, so you're just walking away.
Yeah, just walking with her.
And are you gonna do a disguise, or do you want to be a furball? Furball.
I'll just be a furball.
Just gonna be a furball. Gonna be a little foreign then.
I don't wanna walk with the fear bulk.
You don't want to walk with the furball?
Mm-mm.
She's walking with you.
Why? Because, I mean, I'm not stealthing, but I am trying to remain under the radar a little bit. And walking
I
in
can
with
be a
a,
wolf.
that's also not under the radar.
I'm like a dog when I'm a wolf. How is that not under the radar? I'm like a big dog.
I prefer the dog than the spider.
And so would most people. Okay, you don't want to just go with the disguise self? Because, I mean, you could just be a human.
Fine.
Why would you let her be a dog?
It's a large dog. It's not like, oh, I'm
No, she can be any animal she's seen. A dog is.
oh, she wants to be a
But she said wolf. So can you talk her into dog?
You want to be a dog? You cool with a dog? I think it's a waste of your wild shape.
I'm not gonna be a dog. You're fine.
Right, but the other choice is furball, right?
You know what? I'll just hang back.
You're gonna stay outside the city.
No, I'm gonna stay on the outskirts and make my way around to another gate of the
This-
castle.
Oh, walking separately.
Walk separately.
Split the party.
Yep.
It's gotta be the answer. The answer here must be split the party.
Yeah, split the party.
Okay, so you're going to circle around and try the north gate
Mhm.
or the south gate.
Mhm.
Don't let me talk you into it.
I'm gonna find somebody that I can tell them that I have a message for the prince from the orc army.
Okay, so you're actually going to try to fake emissary,
Mhm.
even though nobody actually saying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'm looking like a human so that I can act like an
That's gonna look like a human. All right, you want to go in a different gate, or you just want to go in the same gate then?
No, different gate because I don't want to be associated with
Right.
the torturers.
I think these people would be perfectly okay with what I did, based on the little I know about them.
So you get to the gate first as she's circling around. And Hoodie, you're going with Pearl, or you're going with Harry?
Pearl.
Pearl. Okay. And so then the guard says to you, "Hey, travelers, what is your business here today in Eglarest?"
Just visiting. Doing some shopping.
I'm just fine.
They're really looking at you.
It's because they don't have their fur ball.
Because they don't have their fur ball.
I mean, me and my bling, my bracelet.
Get it out from cookies.
And one of them actually says, yeah, we've had some dwarf trouble, so we're being a little more careful about who enters and exits the city. So it would be best
Like
if you
dwarves?
could just state your business.
You mean shopping is not a good enough excuse?
Shopping, of course. You'll want to head straight to the city center. Most of the merchants are there in the city center.
Oh, thank
And
you.
then they're like, "Have a nice day, ladies."
Can I offer them cookies?
Yes, you can.
Great.
When did you get more cookies? How many cookies
Last
did you have?
night.
Did you
I
get
may
enough
not have-
cookies to the dwarf?
No.
Her mom keeps her
Bag
The
of
ass.
night
cookies.
before.
I'm thinking her mom keeps
Is
her
that two girls
ass
getting
up.
blowjobs?
Because then,
What?
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 That was his license plate I saw in line today.
This license plate is APJ21.
Not the plate, the cover. Are those two girls?
Oh,
getting
the girls.
blowjobs?
Oh, the frame.
Yes.
Well, no, I wouldn't say blowjobs, but
No?
yeah, it's that.
I mean, they got their mouths open, like they're ready.
You can't quite tell if their eyes are crossed, but they probably are. But yeah.
Harry, put away the porn.
So you head towards the city center?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you want to look closer now.
So,
Oh, I was looking at the plate number. I was
I know,
like,
me
what
too,
is
right? I'm
that?
trying to figure out what the plate number is. But Harry, you are disguise yourself as a human now.
Dude, find that.
Okay. And you walk
And
up
I look like a royal human.
to a fancy human.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you meet the guards at the gate and they say, who are you? What is your business today in Eglarest?
I'm an emissary for the Orc army and I have a message for
And
you
say,
guys.
oh, we've been expecting you. Come on in.
Fantastic.
Please proceed directly to the castle at the city center.
You know what would have been hilarious? Is after you split off, if I was like, an emissary for the York Army.
Yes, but I actually look like one.
I'm a noble woman.
But the guys at the
look
north
like
gate and the
one.
guys at the west gate wouldn't be communicating with each other, so they both just be like, come on in.
Right?
Okay, do Pearl and Hoodie know what you look like?
I always have, whenever I change, I always have something distinctive that is hairy, like a belt or something, so they can tell.
So you watch for Harry's
we
belt.
all
Like,
know
I
who
would
Harry
think the
is.
wolf has same hairstyle like Harry. Like,
Right, yeah, that's what I'm
something,
thinking
or the
too.
same coloring.
I'm not a
That's
wolf
what
right
I
now, but
imagine.
yeah. And
Except the spider, I don't look at it anyway. So no,
Doesn't matter on that one.
and the
your
eyes
belt.
are always the same.
You got your hairy belt.
I got my hairy belt.
Whoever
Exactly.
knows it's you.
It's actually
If they
on
know
that mini, the hairy belt.
The little belt.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're both heading to the city center from opposite directions. You get there before they do. When you get there, the two of you get there before she does.
Oh,
I reverse the plurality.
Yeah,
The two of you get there first. In the road leading into the castle, so castle wall, the road leading into the castle splits and has like a tiny, I wouldn't say park, a green belt in that split road. And in that split road, there is a statue. So it's a statue, obviously, of some royalty, and it's very fancy. Some gold on it. It's not pure gold; that would be too expensive. But there's some gold on it. It's very well painted, and it's missing a head. And around that, then, are 10 guards creating a circle around the statue.
interesting.
Can I ask them who that's a statue of?
I'm assuming it's the
Is it
prince.
the headless
And
prince?
so the guard says, "So you're not from around here."
No, sir.
Well, welcome to Eglarest, and yes, that is Prince Eglarest's statue he built for himself a few years ago.
And how do you feel about that?
And he just
Oh,
he chuckles a
the
little
prince.
bit and he goes, "Just doing my job, ma'am. Just doing my job."
Good job, bud. hanging there.
You asked about the head.
I know what
He's
happened.
kind of
to the head.
waiting, right? Like,
I'm-
you're not going to ask
Why is
about
it headless?
You can get there. You can answer any good thing.
Is the prince headless?
When
The statue is headless.
when we came in, we heard about some trouble with dwarves. Is this the trouble with dwarves?
Yeah, that would be the dwarf problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Vandalizing statues. That's tough.
But they didn't hurt anybody.
The dwarf?
The dwarves.
No, a couple people got roughed up. No actual deaths.
People or guards?
Guards and actually a few concerned citizens who thought that it would be best if they left the head behind.
Oh, they left the head behind. No problem.
Couple of the the bar and grill crowd
Careful, you sound like a dwarf.
thought they would step up and take care of guard business, but they didn't fare very well.
Never does. Well, that was an intriguing. Why did they do this?
They're
you
dwarves.
know, the prince and the dwarves have
Dwarves
had
are
a
almost
little
animals. They
beef
just don't
going.
even know what they do.
So I imagine it was just sort of a retaliation sort of thing.
Thank you
Wanted to make a statement,
for your
maybe.
service.
They
to
did.
the Eglarest.
right? And then where are you going to go now?
Where are we gonna go, buddy?
I went straight to the castle.
Right, you're going this way, and you've almost caught up to them.
So we know that, based on our conversation, Harry went around to which door? Which gate?
The north door.
North.
And she said, I'm going to go tell them I'm from the orcs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell them who I am, basically, but not for a beer bug.
I kind of just want to be where I figure they'll take Harry through to just sort of
Okay,
trail that
so
situation.
the statue is just 100 feet from the gate to the
Right.
castle. So here, that's where Harry's going to end up eventually.
Yeah. So we're just
Right.
I'm wandering
Me
a
and
little
Ring over
bit
there.
along stalls, looking at things.
Shopping.
Mhm.
Keeping an eye out for Harry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need anything?
Do I need anything? I want to buy something.
But for shopping.
Maybe
Let women go shopping, come on.
maybe a little stone with the picture of Eglarest drawn on it, like.
There's no. Is there a little charm?
So Harry,
Maybe a stuffed tiger for Harry.
So Harry, disguised as a human, right? Still disguised as a human. You walk in and you see the statue with the head and the guards. Beyond the statue then is the gate to the castle. Are you looking for Pearl and Hoodie?
No,
Or are
I'm
you
just
walking through.
walking through.
Okay. So you don't need time to talk to the guards by the statue?
No, because I know what's going on. I'm the
How do you know
emissary.
what's going
Because I'm the emissary.
on?
We know they've been having trouble with dwarves.
Okay.
I
So-
can deduce that.
So you just you go to one side of this big statue and the guards in the little grass area, which there's not a lot of grass, but you can tell should have been a grass area, but the grass is dead. And you approach the guards at the castle gate itself.
Yes.
Okay. There's just two guards at the castle gate, and the doors to the castle gate though are closed. So they step forward and say, "What's your business at the castle today, ma'am, sir?" I didn't ask you what your disguise looked like.
I said a nobleman.
Okay.
Yeah, that I look like a nobleman.
Okay, so they say, "What is your business at the castle today, sir?"
I'm an emissary for the orc army.
And the guy goes, "Oh, we've been expecting you. Please, directly to the castle. You'll find one of the viziers. Will meet you at the castle door."
Oh my
And
gosh.
he opens the gate door.
Hope the real emissary shows up.
There isn't a real emissary!
But
Who
they're
are they
expecting one.
expecting if there isn't a real emissary?
Dun, dun, dun.
We're about, they can't send a real emissary. That's what Poindexter said.
No.
Until they get actual requests from the prince. Isn't that what you just told us?
No, it says you couldn't send troops.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You couldn't send troops.
Yeah.
So I'm the guy that's gonna get the actual permission from the prince, so we can send troops.
Okay. So you walk up to the castle. Castle doors are open. Probably because, for the breeze.
Are they behind me?
Or is who behind
We
you?
watched you go through the gate.
Did they follow me through the gate?
Why
I
would we
think
do
I
that?
was just curious. I know you want to get in there.
I do, but I'm waiting for you to get some intel.
Okay.
So you approach the open doors,
Uh-huh.
and you're met at the thing, and they say, and he looks a little confused, and he goes, "You're from Riverhead? That's your city."
Yes, I am from Riverhead.
Like, oh, our missive said that they would be sending a group led by a woman.
She's right outside. She's shopping.
She's outside shopping.
Oh, okay. When would you like to meet with the prince? I can try to encourage him to be available to meet with you at that time.
As soon as he is available,
Dinner.
I am available for His Highness.
When will
The woman.
the woman? When will your entire party be ready to?
I am here to secure a time, and you tell me the time, and I'll have my party ready.
Okay. Let's give the prince another 4 hours to finish his breakfast and dress for the day.
Wow.
That would be best.
That would be best.
Yes. So can
4
you come back
hours.
in 4 hours?
See, now that might be an issue because the
Well,
woman
I'm
might
sorry,
not be able to shop for 4 hours.
I'm sorry, but we
Please tell me the
weren't
vizier gives
expecting
him a
you
look
to be.
like.
We weren't expecting you to be here this quickly. We thought you would have longer travel time from the
From
dam.
Riverhead? Oh, really?
From the dam.
Oh, from the dam.
That our missive said that you were already at the dam and would be coming.
Oh, well, see, by the time that missive got sent, we were probably halfway here.
I see.
Yeah, that's probably why. It happens all the time, these riders.
Well, if it's
Damn
convenient-
bastard boar riders, they
if it's
go so damn
convenient for
slow.
you- if it's convenient for you, 4 hours would be the perfect time for an audience.
Okay,
All right.
How long enough to get a message to Poindexter?
Yeah, bring a boar in and boar out.
Do you have some place where the woman can refresh herself then?
I'm sorry. Perhaps just try one of the inns in the town square.
You don't have a green room or something that we can go into?
No.
The courtyard?
No, we don't usually have extended stay meetings. So
I'm not used to
Royal
not being
Palace.
treated this
Please
way.
pretend you're new. Please pretend you're new.
so the Royal Palace is.
Oh, well, in my royal palace, I
More
always
a-
make my guests welcome.
more of a personal home, a more private home.
I see. All
of
right.
the prince and his entourage.
Prince needs to step it up, I see. All right.
Okay, so you're gonna come back in 4 hours?
Gonna come back
Silly.
in 4 hours, yeah. I gotta leave and find the woman shopping.
Okay, I want to send a message to Poindexter.
Okay.
I got you an audience in 4 hours.
You have to summon a pig and unsummon a pig, but you're just gonna like plop down in the square.
No, obviously not. I'm gonna go in like an alley or something.
Okay.
Like Wonder Woman.
But you're in the city center, so it's relatively busy. I mean, there's not really a.
We got 4 hours.
unused
She
alley.
can send me out to outside of the city to send the message.
So you want to move away from the city center?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to find a
Stump?
secluded, less busy area.
Okay. Okay. So you go to one of the obvious drinking halls because it would be more of an evening business, not a daytime business, and you just park out behind back there and summon the pig.
Yeah.
Okay. So you bring
Bongo.
you bring Bongo back because you just missed Bongo before entering the city.
Mhm.
So you bring Bongo back, and there's already a message in your bag from Poindexter.
Mhm.
It says, the Prince of Eglarest has actually reached out to us, fortunately. He has a dwarf problem, and he would like to discuss getting some assistance. Please return to the dam, talk to the border guards there, and then travel downriver to the city proper for a meeting with the prince.
We have to go to the dam?
Well, you're already here now.
Right.
Right.
The letter was slightly delayed.
I was gonna say, already in Eglarest, already have a meeting with the prince. Thanks, Harry. Anything in particular you need said, done?
No, but so it takes another hour, but you got time.
Yeah.
So, but he sends a message back, says, be careful. The prince seems to be in a very bad mood.
He did just get beheaded.
And the dwarf trouble with Eglarest is much worse than the border problems we've had with the dwarves.
From what I can tell, there's a good reason. I don't say that.
You don't say that. Wait,
We are not here to think. We are
You know
here
what?
to do.
I do say that. And I say, well, he did just get beheaded, but from what I can tell, there's a good reason.
Wait, you said he got beheaded.
The statue got beheaded.
Okay. Are you just trying to confuse Poindexter? Because we can go with that if you want to confuse Poindexter. Okay, so you do say the statue was recently beheaded and we'll go and meet with him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure how this doesn't end.
Do you have
up what's going on
prestidigitation?
with dwarves.
Do I have? No, I do not.
Okay.
Just to amplify my voice.
No.
Change my clothes.
Just, yeah, freshen up.
Oh, I can just get a room and an inn?
Sure you
While
can.
that whole
But,
thing was
yeah,
happening? Can I just do that?
Yeah. But just prestidigitation is so useful for appearing proper after riding a pig all day.
Oh, I just make myself proper.
Just do the old fashioned way. Okay, so you guys are actually going to rent a room at an inn?
Yes, well, I am.
Do you need more than one room?
No. I assume they'll just join me, but I don't know that they care to.
Is there a bar in the end?
There is a bar in the inn. So you're just going to do some day drinking?
I mean, I may go and take a nap, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So you're going to keep an ear out for locals? The bar has finished breakfast.
I think you had it, because I sometimes get my robes on messed up. I think Yehudit is very good at not drawing attention, also like listening into conversations. So yeah, bar is always a good place to possibly get any additional.
You're in my way. Sit at the bar, listen to the people.
Yeah,
a couple
exactly.
Of times, the bar's pretty quiet though because there's it's after breakfast, before lunch, and it's not very busy to start with.
Yeah.
So do you want to interact with the staff? The bartender, basically. You've only got an hour of non-verbalness.
I know. I was just thinking about that.
So,
I guess I'm gonna have to be a furball when we go back.
right, okay. So you want to go up
Say
to
that
the
we said we
room
had to
with
do
Pearl so
somewhere.
that you can
For bog.
make your conversion to fancy furball assistant to the ambassador versus
Yeah.
the ambassador.
Yeah, either a fancy furball or go as an animal when we go.
Okay, and what's your animal time now? Is it half your? Is it half your level or
I'm gonna see.
or,
not
or
sure.
your level in hours? What is it?
I thought it was just until I was dead.
No, that's just if you're doing it when you're fighting, because usually they're dead long before. But if you're just chilling out as an animal, I can't remember how long it lasts.
You can stay in V shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
That's only an hour still.
You then revert to your normal form unless you expend another use of this feature.
Or you can do it
can
twice a
revert
day.
to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action on your turn. You automatically revert if you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points, or die.
And how many uses do you have per day right now?
I believe I have 2,
I think so
unless
too.
that's different because I have Wild Circle.
Yeah, I think it's 2. So that's
Circle of the Moon.
2 hours maximum, 1 hour per usage. But you could stay as an animal for 2 straight hours if you needed to. So you're just going to chill out with Perger as a Phobog and make the decision on how to enter. So you obviously need to talk to Harry about meeting the prince and what her form should be. You're down in the thing, and the bartender is like, yeah, sorry, not a lot going on right now, but it's a nice quiet place to have a beer, as he pushes you your first beer. And he says, if you're looking for more of a boisterous crowd, just come back in the evening. That's usually when we do our best business.
Does he have any like rumors about?
The dwarf situation.
He says, you in town about the dwarves?"
Checking out the local, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite a ruckus the other night. Several of the boys, and he points down at the end of the bar. So that's where they always sit. Several of the boys heard the ruckus outside and ran out to help out. But they had a lot more beer than they do weapons knowledge, so that didn't go well.
Beer than skill.
Does it change how many times I can do it if it changes to the bonus action?
I don't know.
'Cause, as Circle and Moon, I can do it as a bonus action instead of just an action.
Yeah, that's just to make it happen faster.
Okay.
Good one. So then you can still do it. But also make sure you're at the right level to use that skill.
Yeah, that's your circle thing. But I think it's still just 2 uses. Yeah, I remember being pretty limited. The time lengthens, but the number of uses goes up very, very slowly, if at all. Yeah. So we're pretty sure you got 2 hours worth though if you decide to do that.
Okay.
He was talking about his regulars that got their asses kicked. So that's really all he's saying about it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap, but I may maybe come back later in the evening.
Could I see the throne room at all when I was there?
No. It was obviously just an entrance hall. That's as far as you got. Talking to the vizier there, who was receiving guests.
Okay. Harry, you want to go in as an animal?
I don't know. Obviously, I can't go in as the nobleman that met him now because
Expired.
it expired. It only lasted an hour. And so I could go in as just the fear dog, bull, whatever. Or I could go in as an animal. I could also go in as like something sneaky so they don't see me. Like the spider or something, crawl up on the ceiling.
Mouse in a pocket kind of thing.
Yeah, mouse in a pocket kind of thing.
That could be good.
Yeah. And then, but I can't rechange. The only thing I'll be able to change into is a fear bog out of that.
Well, if you are a tiny, unnoticeable animal for an hour, you can switch to a different animal for the second hour, or you could just switch back to a fear bog and save that
Because
one.
we're on a different day than Tiger Day.
We are on a different day than Tiger Day.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
You camped out on the ridge there and waited for dawn because the gates were all closed up.
so yeah, I could be a little,
The bartender comes over and says, I got some eggs left from the breakfast serving. You interested?
Oh, I love
Wait,
eggs.
Otherwise, I'm just going to throw them out.
I love eggs. I love
That's
eggs and
good.
toasted bacon. It's a good hangover food.
He puts the eggs in toast. Didn't come with bacon
Okay.
because he ran out. Puts that down in front of you and says, "Yeah, just let me know when you need another beer, miss." And he
How much do
steps back to give you some space. but
How much
he's
do I
still
owe the
available
innkeeper
if
for
you
the
want to
room?
1 silver.
Ugh, maybe I'll give him a gold.
Okay. Gives you
He'll
room with
take
pillar
the
chocolates.
tip. What is it, like 10 silver to a gold?
Yeah.
How hard is that?
I don't want to have to write 9 right there.
Sprinkle my change on the counter.
Okay.
Yes, 1 gold. That's how much it is. She's paid your bar tab too, so
You're all set. I got you.
All right.
You have all of the gold from our previous
Like, now I understand why I gave you the eggs.
That makes sense.
All right.
Then they got me some bacon too. No.
They were out of bacon.
Ugh,
I can only do so much
I know.
with 1 gold. I mean, if we're not taken to the throne room to speak with the prince, which is a possibility, then you could find the throne room. But I mean, odds are we'll end up in there. Yeah.
Yeah, she's meeting with the prince. That's why it's delayed, so the prince can be ready.
Is he gonna be grumpy because it's early?
Well, no, because now it'll be like 11 a.m. before you meet with him.
Yeah, but some people are like, I don't know. He's royal. You never know.
So should I just be like a little rat? Because I know they're gonna freak out if I try to be a scorpion.
Ooh,
You want me to be a scorpion in your pocket?
sure. What are you gonna do? Sting me?
Not you,
Exactly.
but the scorpion's a little bit stronger. Not much.
How big is the scorpion you're planning on being?
Not very. It's a tiny scorpion. It says tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 1 more armor class than the rat.
I see.
So
I would
They
think
should
Nine.
have to throw down in scorpion
you're not more
form.
likely to accidentally get smushed or stepped on than a rat.
I think she's gonna ride in her pocket.
I was just gonna go in a pocket.
This is my pet
But you
scorpion.
can always let her loose.
She
She
could
can always let her
Yeah.
loose.
How are you gonna
but-
tell that's actually hairy? Like, is there gonna be like fuzzy hair and like?
Yeah, there's little
Well-
red stuff of hair, little red hair. It's a rat.
Well, I meant the scorpion. The scorpion doesn't have hair. Does he have like a red
Scorpion's got a little
Head.
red mohawk.
or a red marker?
Or he's got the hairy
Right.
belt.
Right, and the hairy belt carapace.
I could be a cat. Can a cat fit your pocket?
If it's a kitten.
No.
It's a tiny cat. It says tiny.
A tiny cat can ride on your shoulder and be so cute.
So cute.
You
At
want me
that
to be a
point,
tiny
just be
cat?
like a squirrel or some shit.
Oh, I could be
Well,
a
cat
I
is
could
a
be a
little-
weasel.
I think a cat is a little bit more vicious than a squirrel.
Weasel.
I can be a weasel.
Weasel.
Weasel, because I got stealth as a weasel.
Gross.
Yeah. And more strength than a rat. Alright, so I'm gonna be a weasel. I'm very dexterous as a weasel.
That I wear
As a
around
weasel,
my-
I might be able to unlock those pages. Because I'm extremely dexterous.
But,
What are you looking for?
nothing else, just gonna say dwarves. Put it in there.
I'm just saying that if you needed me to do that or something.
Just, dwarven youths are, 30,
Right.
right? But you guys don't carry it, they're dwarven youths. So.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get some guards.
Or I could be a badger and then if you need me to burrow, I can burrow.
Little throne room burrowing.
Do some throne room burrowing.
It might be a little hard, just based on flooring.
Oh, it could be a dirt floor.
I don't think it's a dirt floor, based on,
Alright, so I'm gonna be a,
a.
am I a cat or a weasel? What do we decide?
What did you decide?
You're feeling
Oh, the
catty
cat has 1 more hit point.
and weaselly.
She has 2 hit points. Don't let the cat get hit.
Okay, you're just gonna walk
I
along
just-
behind me.
I think you're looking at the wrong statistics in this situation. I don't really think your hit points or your armor class matters if you're gonna like march into a throne room in a major metropolitan city and meet with the prince. There's probably not going to be a fight. If there is, probably not one you're going to survive.
Right. Yes, but I know the woman.
If you want to pick something that moves fast, so you get the fuck out of there, that might be more. That might be more important.
Oh, actually, the cat moves faster and can climb.
Yeah, what's a good prince?
We'll go with the cat.
A prince. A prince.
I told the cat would be cute on your shoulder, Pearl.
I don't want the cat on my shoulder. If you're a cat, you're walking behind me.
What? I'm a tiny cat. I'm gonna get kicked my ass kicked. If I want him behind me, I'm being a tiger.
Do it. Be a tiger. This guy's a prince.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you can sit on my shoulder, cat.
Let me sit on your shoulder.
That's why you don't turn into a spider.
As long as you don't turn into a
Swear you're not gonna
spider,
turn into a
I can't
spider.
guarantee your safety at that point.
Okay. So, you guys go back at 11 o'clock?
Mhm.
Again, they
They're
just.
gonna ask about where I am.
You got really ill.
I don't care.
Back at the end.
Why would they
That's
ask
my
that?
just my dude.
Why would
they?
Because I'm the one who made the appointment for you.
So they'll be like, good, you came.
Sorry.
Tiny cat, tiny cat, tiny cat.
You know what you do is actually hand her the box of minis, right? And then she can just go, oh, I want to be this one.
There you go.
That's some really good chickens.
I'm not sure chicken would work in this situation, but yeah, maybe. See, I could be a mastiff. That's a dog.
Big dog.
Yeah, a medium actually, so medium.
But I mean, you know, that's big for a dog. Armadillo. Probably got a good armor class. I don't think I actually have any cat thing. You could be a goat. I got plenty of goats.
You got a weasel?
No. I don't have a lot of tiny creatures. Just because they don't usually fight. Oh, that's not true. I have that whole set of familiars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where are the familiars?
Open the door.
So you guys approach, the guards let you in, the vizier meets you at the door. Nobody's even concerned about the fact that you didn't bring the other guy. They just assume you had a whole bunch of people along.
Mm-hmm.
A good snake.
I can be a snake.
See, if you were a
There
snake, you
we
could be
go.
coiled around my
There we
wrist.
Oh boy.
That would be cool.
I can be a snake.
It's so cute.
You'd rather have a snake around your wrist than a cute cat on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, Pro, you surprised me.
Put the cat on Hoodie.
First, you don't want to let a guy live, you kill him. Now you want a snake bracelet.
You don't know me.
Yeah, you still want mommy's cookies.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
You've been to our house like once.
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went for dinner.
My mom loves you.
Put the cat on
She
Hoodie.
thinks you're a good influence. I need to get out more, is what she says.
Okay, so the entrance room was very nice. It leads directly into big doors, and the vizier takes you directly there. The throne room is very large and ornate, but doesn't have a lot of furniture.
Are there any cages?
Yes.
Yes,
They're right there.
Ah.
One thing you do notice is that water streams have been diverted to actually come into the throne room, right? So like little running streams that go through the throne room. Over the stream on the left-hand side, there are two cages with two adolescent dwarves, a boy and a girl, in the cages, and the cages are suspended over the stream.
Very James.
Well, no, it's more of a sanitation thing, right?
I got you.
And you notice that the cages are they're of that particular size where the dwarves, in the boy is slightly larger than the girl, and the cages are different sizes. The cages are specifically sized so that the boy can't stand up or lay down in the cage. He's kind of at an angle, and shifting around, so that he's just always uncomfortable. He can't lay down, he can't sit up. He has to be diagonal in the cage in order to fit in the cage because of the size of the cage. And the same with the girl. But they both look pretty downtrodden. They look like they're reasonably well fed. They're not starving to death, and watered. So they're in good health, but they look tired, very, very tired. Meanwhile, there's the 16 guards spread out around the prince, who's sitting on his throne room, and he's very excited. Welcome, visitors. You're the ambassador from Riverhead, if I've been informed correctly.
Yes, sir.
How close do you need to be to talk to him?
Oh, I'm fine right there.
Shouting across the room a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably should get down on my knee.
No.
You're a cat.
So since I'm a cat, can I go over and check out the cages, just real nonchalantly? I'm just a cat looking around the phone.
Okay. But the cat jumps down, you let her go?
What?
The cat jumps down, you let her go?
I just don't know how I don't know. Yeah, I'll let her go, but they're gonna think. I don't know if they think.
We'll find out what they think.
All right, well,
I don't think they're gonna even notice me.
So
I
the
think
cat
they're
jumps
really
down and
complicated.
saunters
I don't
over
think I
to
like
the
stuff.
cage.
Well, no, I
and,
kind of want to saunter the other way.
You're going to go the other way first, so there's
Mhm.
another stream over here. Then you get a drink of water.
Yeah.
All right, that makes it look like you had a thing you were doing
Mm-hmm.
rather than being nosy.
Right.
Getting a drink of
And
water.
then I might make my
What
way
way is the
back.
water
Can you
flowing?
get-
Because
can
she
you
might not
get
want to drink
Well,
it.
Tris,
I might make my way and
Oh, okay.
can Pearl?
All right, okay.
Because of the way the
Pearl-
castle's arranged, this is the same direction as the river.
Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
someone has diverted the river through a pipe or canal through the city in going that direction.
can I make my way up to the prince and start rubbing on his
Looks
leg?
really clean. I mean, river water clean, but not.
Can I make my way up to
Please
the
don't
prince
do
and
that.
start rubbing on his leg?
Please don't do that. Rub on a guard's leg, but not the prince's leg.
Yeah, but you do want to look. You don't want to be charging him, so we'll give
Right.
it a minute to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of weave
You
my
get
way
your drink of water.
slowly.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
we're having this conversation
Yeah.
here between the prince, the little noble girl in a cute skirt, and her tough bodyguard lady.
You okay?
Cramping thing.
So I'm gonna take a few steps forward and kind of look off to my left at the dwarves. Look back at the prince and be like, "We hear you have a dwarf problem."
Yeah, that Booty K has been terrorizing the lands west of here. Sorry, west. No, east. Jeez. Map's upside down. I'm not even looking at it. Has been terrorizing the lands east of here. Even though I've taken two of her offspring as hostages, she's still interfering with the people of Eglarest.
I am aware.
Said
I read the Wikipedia too.
that.
Which Wikipedia did you read, though?
The Boudico one.
The Dungeons and Dragons or the real one?
The real one. There's no Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, there is.
For Boudica, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, I never read that, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, she's like an orc queen.
Did she? Or,
Yes!
oh, that's funny.
That's why I'm like, oh, okay, I'm hungry.
That's funny. That they would translate her into an orc. I wonder who did that.
Oh, sorry, she's humanoid.
Doesn't say.
Orcs are humanoid.
Doesn't say which kind of humanoid.
It does.
Doesn't matter. In this case, she's a dwarf.
What can Riverhead do to help you with this?
Well, I heard you have some new fancy pig soldiers looking for work, and you could send a troop or two down here and chase those dwarves back into their homeland.
Can I look at him as I kind of make my way over to these cages here and
You're
look
gonna
at
walk over and look at them?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and look up at the cages and I
As you're
think,
talking.
yeah, that looks mighty uncomfortable for them.
And he chuckles a little bit. He goes, "Yeah, well, you know, they're not exactly honored guests. They're hostages."
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem to be stopping Rudy K though from terrorizing my people. So I don't know how long they're going to remain useful.
Terrorizing your people by doing. At this point, I've turned away and like started walking back.
Okay.
I'm pacing, man.
Pacing.
In that instance, it was like pacing.
Right.
And she says, or he says, well, you saw the statue on the way in. You couldn't have missed it.
No, I know, yeah.
Chopped the head off my statue and took it with
This
them.
is why you miss when you leave early.
And that is terrorizing your people?
Yes, of
Yeah, I
course.
said what that
My
was
people
saying way before
are
their
reminded
fire.
of my great leadership by the statue in the city center. That brings them great joy.
And I'm sure the disrepair of their city also brings them great joy.
What are you talking about? The city's fine the way it is.
Are you trying to start a fight with the prince?
No, not at all. Yes, I'm sure you're right.
Okay, maybe there's a few neighborhoods that are a little run down, but those people are just lazy and have no self-respect.
Mm. Yes, sounds like people. Well, can we? Oh, I hate this man. Hmm?
I'm a cat. Wow.
I'm a cat man. You're sauntering your way. Oh no, you were going to the prince, right?
I'm heading to the dwarves via the prince.
Please, let him be allergic.
Are you gonna go around behind him then?
Yeah, I like rub between his legs.
Okay.
Not
Behind
bad.
the guards.
Like cats do.
Is
What?
he seated
Yeah.
in his throne?
Oh, I'm gonna jump up on it.
Okay.
On his lap.
All right.
Oh my, I apologize.
He jumps a little bit. None of the guards move though. He jumps a little bit. He goes, "Could you please control your animal?"
So then you're gonna tell me to go. I'm gonna jump this way.
Okay. I'll say get down.
And I'm gonna go over here. And just saunter while they're talking.
Okay.
Behind you.
Sauntering that over there now while I'm talking.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Right.
All right. So, you want us to send our riders?
Yeah.
Booty kick.
I'm sure a few ferocious orcs would be enough to scare them off into their own territory.
I don't think any of us are orcs.
No, Justin's a half orc.
Orcs.
So why don't we just have the pastor
And the
riders
prince's
lead
head.
the troops?
But in the prince's head, right? It's the
Right.
orcs live up north.
We sent for help from Riverhead.
But
That's where the
they
orcs
sent
live.
a nice human for him to talk to, but he's looking for orc troops to scare dwarves.
Scary dwarves. Oh, okay. What do you see at the cages?
So I got up on a ledge, so I'm kind of. Isn't there a ledge back behind them?
Yeah, no, the cages are suspended from the ceiling. I probably
right.
didn't explain that. Cages are suspended from the ceiling. The room is over here, continues past there, right? So there's the bridge thing, and there's a couple of little ornate bridges that go across. Like you're having a party here, people could just mill around.
So can I get up on one of those bridges?
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be anywhere near the
Oh, I'm
cages.
not?
Mm.
Can I get close to where I would be able to jump to a cage?
Sure. Yeah, you're a cat. You can jump pretty good.
Yeah,
Can you jump
I
up
can
on a
climb.
cage?
too. I can climb 30 feet.
Cage, the cat crawl.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up with that
I
fly?
don't know.
It's probably a druid.
Yeah, I want to go out there and like check on them. I don't know, maybe drop a good berry or two.
What kind of good bear are we talking about?
Well, you don't have any
Cat kind of good berry?
good berries in your cat paws. So
Yeah, I'm holding it in my ass.
Oh no.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm thinking. Good berry.
Gonna litter box the dwarves.
So,
The dwarves are again, like I said, they look very tired. They haven't even recognized you being there. They haven't, stopped to stare at the kid or anything like that. They're just kind of, oh, this is miserable. So they're not recognizing your presence at all.
it's not good.
If you've ever been in a cage where you can't sit down, you can't lay down, you can't sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Is Riverhead the capital of Ed Helen? Or just a city?
Riverhead is the capital of Riverhead,
Where the heck is Ed Helen?
south of Riverhead.
Why do I have a money sign next to Ed Helen?
I don't know. So maybe
You're gonna bug
we
me.
should take the prisoners with us
Keeping track of coins and where you
to
got them.
use as leverage against the dwarves.
That was my next suggestion to the friends. Maybe we can
When-
take the prisoners.
And he'll say, no, that's
But we can use them as leverage.
they're my security against the dwarven assassins.
Well, we can leave a fear ball with you instead.
Is that going to keep out dwarven assassins?
How is
Please.
keeping them going to keep out
Whoop.
dwarven assassins?
No.
If there are any dwarven assassins making an attempt on my life, I'll have her children executed.
But we could trade the
Before
children
the
for her.
assassins manage to assassinate?
We could
Oh.
trade the children for her.
It's a détente. It's a standoff. They can't attack me because they know I'll execute their children.
You do realize she's executed her own children before.
Whatever. I don't care.
Alright.
She likes these two.
So we could trade off.
Alright, so when can I expect the troops? When can they start?
Oh, immediately.
They're here. We got them here. They're here.
Immediately.
So, okay, well then get them started. Get rid of those dwarves.
What are you doing for us?
Well, I'm going to pay the rate for your troops. The letter said that it would be standard mercenary rates.
That includes the children. That's a mercenary rate.
Well, I don't want to be paying for days when they're just sitting around doing nothing. So if you could just get them started, we're done here. He starts to get a little impatient.
Obviously. I leave him a cookie and leave.
Do you go up and hand him the cookie?
Oh yeah.
He won't touch the cookie, but he has a guard come over and take the cookie. Okay. Thank you. You're dismissed. Yeah, take your cat with you.
Is your problem now? I'm really tempted to just leave her.
Thanks.
That's what you're gonna leave?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we've seen the way in, where the cages are at.
Any way I can unlock a cage?
No, I think because you know hoodies can do locks, so you're checking it out. The cages look blacksmithed with the people in them. So
That is.
they put them in the cage,
Wow.
and they built the cage around them.
So it's
to
gonna
those
take like Harry
specifications.
to actually pull those cages apart.
Yeah, so it's gonna be more of a busting the cage to get the people
So
out.
if I'm inside the cage and I transform, that would
That
bust
would
the
hurt.
cage.
Would hurt a lot.
It would bust the cage.
Why?
What is this cage made out of?
Because you're metal bars.
Oh, ouch.
Plenty of cat space. I mean, a cat could get in there, but
No,
I am-
you have beer bulk space.
not for bulk space. There's barely dwarf space,
Right, I
so
busted.
it would hurt. No, they're iron bars.
I'm very strong.
You're not as strong as you think
Okay.
you are.
If somebody took like an iron fence, sturdy iron fence, and they smooshed you between two of them,
So we can
you
rest
would
them.
break before the bars would break. That's those kind of bars.
So we can rest them.
You could. Just wait around for those cages to rest
Oh no,
over
you
there.
can advance rusting. I've done it with my bathtub.
Speedy resting.
Wait. Can we pretend I asked him what happens to them after we deal with this little problem?
Oh. You guys, they're none of your concern. They're my security against Booty K.
They're very young for dwarves.
It's not important.
What did they do to deserve this?
You're sounding like a dwarf sympathizer, yeah.
Yeah.
Child sympathizer. A youth sympathizer.
A youth sympathizer.
So you need to convince the
Yeah,
friends.
he gives you, if you continue talking about the children, he's giving you the whole, that's not your problem. You're
Yeah,
just here to bring the
children
troops
can
in
be
to get rid
used
of
as
these dwarves.
leverage with the dwarves to get Booty K.
I mean,
not part of your business.
believe I started talking about it, obviously, but like,
Are you following them? You're still. They're gonna get mad if you don't leave.
I know. I'm just
I don't. Do I want to send you a guard after the cat, or you just want to leave?
she just lingers. He just lingers for a second, and bounds off.
Yeah, and then I'll bounce.
Okay. So you only.
I'll lick them and go. That little dry tongue lick.
All right. So you guys want to go
Runs
back?
up against the guard.
Make them sneeze.
So you guys want to go back to your in room?
Yeah.
The proprietor there is showing excited. She said, "Hope your business went well. Will we be seeing you for dinner?"
No, we gotta go kill some dwarves.
No,
We're
we'll be
having-
back in a few days.
We're gonna have basil bread, and I might be able to locate some butter if you're interested.
That sounds
I could probably turn
amazing.
into a cow and we can make butter.
You're making.
First of all, you'd be a bull. I guess
You could change genders, but you're not gonna make milk until after you get pregnant, and you can't do that in 2 hours.
Pregnant to make
Yeah,
milk
you
as
have
a
to-
cow?
Yes.
I learned something
Are you
new.
familiar with human women?
But they can make milk without being pregnant. It has nothing to do with being
It
pregnant.
has to do with the hormones.
Right, and prolactin.
Yeah.
Because when that all
So,
started happening, they
you're gonna
checked all that
Go
on
and
me.
get some lactation hormones.
Maybe.
Still not gonna happen in
No, I don't know.
I don't know how long. I mean, we can do internet that
Maybe
too.
I can turn into a lactating heifer.
How many hormones would I have to take to start lactating within 2 hours? We need if I was a cow.
I was a cow.
But
Or a goat.
actually, I don't think that it's going to work really well because, I mean, they don't bother doing it in industry, right? The way you make a cow make milk is you just get the cow pregnant.
Mm-hmm. They do a lot of artificial insemination. Cows lact for about 8 months. Because the typical lactation period is approximately 10 months long, starting right after she has a calf.
Yeah, I
Nice.
went and visited those ice cream cows. I felt real bad for them.
And the Shamrock Farms.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Did you know ice cream comes from mud?
now we're gonna go kill
Evidently.
Booty Cat, right?
Gonna kill what?
Booty Cat?
Booty K.
Yeah,
Booty K.
Booty Cat.
Otherwise, it's copyrighted first. Right?
The Bard. Booty Cat Bard. That's what it says, it's Cleric Bard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing Snoopy.
Yeah.
That's
With
kind
a
of
little
Cleric Bard.
With a little bit wave, actually, a little bit, with a lot more hair.
They get bardic inspiration.
Maybe even a little.
Backgrounds,
little bit of
Yow
Oh.
Women. Yow Woman.
Yow.
Y-E-O Woman.
You woman.
Mm-hmm. That's her background.
I don't know what that
Yo Woman.
is that like a dockyard worker? You?
No,
What's the
maybe. No, it's Boudica is always able to rely on the hospitality of commoners to help her hide or rest, provided she poses no danger in doing so, going so far as to shield her from being discovered, though not at the cost of their lives. That's going to make her hard to find.
Oh.
Yell just
Small
means
end of the
women.
state.
It says
Enlisted
neutral,
rank
good,
women.
bard, fighter.
Yeoman is a landowner, but not royalty, like a step below.
Yes, that's what she is. Valorous bard scout. That's what it says. I'm just saying.
Very
She has to
stuck
have a
on
noble
this one.
background. I just want to know what we're up against. She's
Well, it's
got
not that.
she's got animal handling, athletics, medicine, nature, perception,
No.
persuasion, stealth, survival.
It's a different person. Put that. Close that tab. It's gone.
It is. It's not.
Close that tab.
Queen Bokita. It's all her stats right there.
Okay,
Okay.
does it say dwarf?
It says medium humanoid.
Oh, I don't. Okay. She's a dwarf. So you guys are back at the inn room, so you can discuss amongst yourselves to come up with some plans. You can relate what you got from your close-up view. Anything to relate?
They smell.
It smells.
Well, yes. They're dwarves.
I was gonna say, are you expecting much different than dwarves?
Okay. Alright. So, we need to go get the prince's head.
Excuse me?
What? What did we kill someone else now? What's going on here?
Watch his head!
Why?
Because then he'll think that. Because the dwarves have it, so we have to go fight the fucking dwarves anyway, right? To get to Booty K, to tell her to fuck off.
Here you go, Boudica, female dwarf.
And then we have to bring the prince back his head because I'm sure that he is salty about his head because that's the whole reason he's a fucking ass, right?
No, I think you're born honest. Yeah, well, either way, I think we need to kick some dwarf ass, yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of our job.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so they are headed east, so we need to be headed east in the morning after this delicious bread with
Okay.
potentially butter.
With butter on the side. So you're going to go back into your hanging out in the bar for dinner in the evening,
Yeah.
When-
I'm gonna,
trying to talk to some locals,
or, I don't know, I want to talk to them. They're
Yeah.
listening to conversation.
just listening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything in particular you're trying to figure out?
Are we after any specific information?
Not really. I mean,
We might want to find out where Boudica is.
we'll find out that more likely from the dwarves and from the
They
humans
told
in
us
the
that she
city.
didn't exist.
Yes.
Then they liked us. You think they're going to tell us something different when they don't like us?
We know that they won't.
Well, until you start pulling your fingernails out. You do overhear one interesting conversation though. This old dude with a pipe. He's talking to some younger guys, and he's like, I swear to God, they were using the ancient elven tactics of concentric circles. And as they were moving out of the city, more and more dwarves formed into the circle with 4 rings, with Rudy K and the head of the statue at the center of the ring, and moved out across over the ridge.
Huh.
That's good to know. What?
Nothing.
How many did they say?
Oh! Do you want to approach the guy and ask him?
Yes.
Are you guys there?
Are you a furball? Well, they're having dinner.
Oh, okay.
You're a furball now. Right, you can't really kind of run out of magic for the day.
Right.
So now you're a furball.
Right.
Then you walk up and introduce yourself, or
Yep.
just start
Hey,
asking
I'm
them?
Harry, one of the bastard riders. We're gonna be going after these dwarves in the morning, and I overheard you talking about some of their tactics.
And he says,
You
"Yeah,
might share.
that's good, man. Thanks for helping us out. These dwarves are a menace."
I agree. Killed all the dwarves.
And you're kind of big, and so every time you talk, he kind of flinches backwards.
What about when I laugh?
No, when you laugh, he recognizes it's a laugh, so that makes him smile. He's feeling more secure the more you laugh.
How many concentric circles do you think they're using?
And oh yeah, just like in the old tales of the War of Domination, that the elves and the dwarves used in high magic battles. They had the spread out formation of the command group in the center, and then 5 groups in the second ring, 10 groups in the third ring, and 20 groups in the fourth ring, with the best troops at the center to give them the mobility to. Because that's the brilliant thing about the elven tactics is if they were attacked from any given direction, they could retreat and/or collapse the formation in order to immediately reinforce the point of attack. Brilliant strategy. I mean, the elves took over the entire world, right?
Yep.
And then other guys, well, yeah, the magic didn't help. Well, there was a lot of magic back in those days. A lot of people had magic. So that was the strategy that they used to fend off very large magical attacks.
It's actually a very good strategy.
Groups of 5.
5, 10.
So that's like 175. 170.
But I'm trying to figure out which circle we got to.
The second one.
I think we got further than that.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
you passed the outer guards, got to the second circle.
Yeah.
And you talked to the guy from the third circle.
Right. And I'm Booty Cave's in the middle.
Yeah.
you think there's only 5 circles?
4.
You think there's only 4 circles?
Yeah.
You just told us that.
Sorry, I missed that part.
The old guy studies military history is telling you that that's the way the
I
elves
was all
20
thinking
groups.
about
10 groups.
I was all thinking about Thunderwave from the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
I was thinking about Thunderwave from the middle.
Thunder
Out.
Wave from the middle.
No, but because the troops are so far apart, that wouldn't work.
What about if 2 of us did Thunderwave at the same
The
time?
troops are so far
Back to
apart, it
back.
wouldn't work. That's the whole point of it.
Right, you can only kill one group at a time.
But if we kill the middle group, they're the most sophisticated.
Right.
Right.
They're the
So
command group.
it'll take longer for us to attempt to kill them, giving the other group more time to come in and try.
We have to, this is what we do. We need those, we need at least one of those to get us to the middle. We're gonna convince the dwarves we rescued one and get us to the middle. We need to tell the prince we need at least one of these guys to get us to the middle.
Okay, I can try that.
Yeah. Then you gotta give us both, but he's gotta give us one. At least.
We need her.
Yeah. Maybe him because, blood, but yeah. Whichever one do you think would be more about it. But yeah, that's how we get to the middle. We need it as a tactic. We need it as a tactical. We need it, the dwarf, as a tactical, what do you call it?
Ruse.
Yes, thank you.
I couldn't figure out what you're talking about until just now.
We're gonna convince the dwarves we actually came in and got that from the prince for them.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna convince the dwarves to
In
get
order to get close to Booty K.
Yes. To get close to Booty K.
Got it.
Yes, we're manipulating everybody here.
Okay.
I mean, we already talked to that third guy, and we're like, we'll meet up with you. The third ring guy.
Oh, yeah, the ring guy.
Yeah. So we need to bring something, like a door.
All right, I need to talk to the prince again.
Okay. So you go back and the guards let you through the gate.
Just me this time?
Yeah.
All right, you can all go as groups, doesn't matter. Because when you get to the entryway room, there's a vizier on deck, and you say you need to speak to the prince. And he says, what time tomorrow would be good for you? And he's got his little pencil.
We need to send a message to the prince, though.
No. I need to speak to the prince now because he wants us to get.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's
The
he
prince
doing?
doesn't do any business meetings after daylight.
This is war council, not business meeting.
Well, he is paying us. Great. We'll see him in his tidy whities in the morning.
And tell him we won't be starting until we get to see him.
What time would be convenient for you?
11 a.m.
Yeah, 11 a.m. That's good. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he
Same
writes that down. 11 a.m. meeting tomorrow.
11 a.m. tomorrow.
Right.
Now we're meeting now. Skip everything. Who needs it?
Okay. Don't need more information or anything. You're still going to do your listening thing. People seem, they're working class people. They do their things. They drink beer in the evenings because that's where you are, right?
Yeah. Tell him we're gonna trade a kid for the head. It's gonna get us in the middle, and we're gonna get us.
And then you want to go back at 11. Are you going to be a cat again?
I'm gonna hang back.
You're going to just stay at the end.
Or yeah, just hang back.
When-
Or I could be a furbog and it could be our bastard riders got here. Because I'll look more like an orc. Or I can hide myself and look
I
like an
think it would
orc.
be hilarious to just be like, yeah, I'm here. Like, just as this human girl. But, I mean, he can just be kind of a messenger.
Or I can turn into an orc.
Whatever you want.
You do an hour as an orc, yeah.
I can do an hour as an orc. And, say, all right, the orc bastard riders got in here and this is what they say we need. We need the dwarfs to get to the center.
One.
At least one. Since I
Okay. I just didn't know which menu to put on the map when you start talking.
Furbolg.
And then we can do the start talking. So you're just going to be a furbolg.
Well, orc, but
Well,
put the,
you're
you
obviously
have an orc
cornered.
on a board. I'll be the orc on the board. Then I'm gonna ride right in on my board because I'm a bastard rider.
Park the board outside. Why would they let you bring
Yeah,
it
the
in?
guys at the gate are not going to let you take the board inside.
I didn't think so.
But you want to be a board? You want to be an orc though?
Yeah.
Because you think that's going to help?
Well, he wants orcs. And our orcs got killed.
Our orcs got killed.
I mean, do you want me? I don't know. You think a
Looks
fear
like
ball
you.
will be just as? Maybe he'll think a fear ball does at work. Maybe he
I'm
won't
sure
know.
he's seen an orc, but I don't think it would matter either way. Because
All right, I'll just be a fear ball.
Okay.
I'll just be
No reason to mess around with this.
Yeah.
So you guys come back for your 11 o'clock meeting. There's 3 of them now. They're in the middle again.
we need that.
And you just,
No pleasantries.
if you would just ignore the hostages, that's none of your business. What I need from you is some troops, and we need troops that can speed through the wilderness in the west and chase the dwarves out of our country.
But that
That's what
would
we
be
need
the
from
center
you.
ring.
That's what our contract is. Why are you bothering me about my hostages?
Because we want to kill them all. And with that, we can get to the center ring.
Here's the tactics are your business.
That's right. The tactics are my business, and to do this, we need at least one of them, or it ain't getting done.
You don't need a dwarf to ride down dwarfs. You need boars. Why am I telling you how to fight a war? I hired you people for this purpose.
Hey, no need to be a
That's right. You hired us for this purpose, so trust us to know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We need at least one of them to get us to the center circle, so then we can kill them
Listen,
all.
the
And get to your
hostages,
fucking head.
the hostages are not of your concern. Don't think about hostages. Get on your pigs, ride out west,
Your head is
and
not
kill
our
enough
concern.
dwarves to chase the rest of them out of the country. That's what you're being paid for.
And I'm telling you how we will do it. We need one of those.
How much are you going to pay me for my hostages? I thought I was the one hiring you. Now suddenly you want something from me?
I'll give you
All
5
you're getting
gold.
from me is money.
I'll give you 5 gold.
And he just stands up and storms off and he goes out a little door in the back.
Okay. It wasn't me.
And one of the guards says, the meeting is now concluded. You can be on your way. And he's a little like, what the fuck just happened?
I got an eye on your face. And instead of facing me, he fucking went out the door. Alright, we'll be taking one of those when we go.
Wait, you tell the guard you're taking the door?
Mhm.
He goes, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Do you want the dwarf problem taken care of?
That's over my pay grade, but I don't think you're taking a dwarf with you. That is part of what I do.
Don't you want?
And I'm not
Don't
going
you
to
want
let
to
the
be
dwarf
the guy
leave.
who made it so you got the head back?
Oh no, I have no intention of being anything more than a guard in this room.
Nobody wants to be
And I prefer not to be involved. So, if
Fine, we need one of the prince's kids then.
the prince, he just laughs. The prince has no children. No, I'm sorry.
Well, then we need someone to fake being a prince's kid. Give us one of his relatives
I'm
then.
sure anywhere in the city you might locate an urchin.
That looks like the prince.
I,
We could use the prince. I mean, we could take the prince with us.
that's probably also not an option.
How about the vizier?
Just gonna grab some dude. Because again, if you need to
Harry.
We want to
acquire,
convince the
you need to
dwarves we're on their
acquire
side. Do you not
resources.
understand this? Are you guys that dense?
Harry.
We gotta convince them we're on their side. We gotta manipulate
Sir,
this situation.
sir.
Harry, honey,
Sure,
we're gonna
please.
leave now.
Alright, but I'm not killing any dwarves until my demands are met. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just like, oh
To the
my
east
God,
we go.
can I just leave now? Will anyone
I
see
call
me?
Bongo.
They're gonna want the fear ball killing.
Oh, I'm right out in the courtyard of the castle, and I summon Bongo. Yeah, and then we ride. I ride out there.
And she's already got hers.
Mhm.
Her board is standing aside.
That's grabbing.
She's gonna ride out. You're gonna just go ahead and summon your board and ride out, or just take
Yeah,
along
just
after
gonna
him
head out.
for a while. With the board.
I'm very frustrated with the prince now.
As I go out, I go like this.
We're gonna think you're on the same page as her now.
And I'm not! I'm just trying to get booty cake.
All right. To the east we go.
Without anything.
With my horse. Yeah, without any.
Not gonna hire an urchin to play the prince.
If you want to hire an urchin to play the prince, I'm just going walking speed, so like you got a few hours.
I noticed one of those guards was kind of a doppelganger for him.
No one can be that much of an ass.
But he looks a lot like the head and the ass. So we might be able to convince the dwarves it's the prince.
All right, if that can be your plan, you are in charge of that. That
Like,
is
we're gonna
your
get the dwarves,
mission.
here's the prince. I
Whatever.
that is your thing, Harry. You are all over that.
don't know. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to burn our way through.
I'm going to find out.
Right.
My board.
Are you stopping to grab anything on your way out of town?
Anything, anyone?
No, because I can always turn myself into the prince.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you how to play, but
That's really creepy.
I should have done it in front of the
I
prince.
feel like, am I gonna wake up one day and like run into myself?
yeah.
I should have done it in front of the prince. All right, fine. We'll just give him you.
Just look for the bell.
Right?
You could believably be an ass. I believe in you, Harry.
You can do it, Aaron.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your confidence.
Let's
Okay.
do this.
So you're riding east
Mhm.
to catch up with the dwarves.
Yes.
They've had a couple days now to
Yes,
get
they
going,
have.
so it's gonna take a while to catch them.
Okay.
Let's see, about 6 days.
Okay.
I could turn into one of these dudes.
And 6 days puts you about.
Can I get short enough to be a dwarf?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, you can. She has a bonus in her disguise self that gives her extra shortage, so she can appear as other humanoid races.
But only like 2 feet. It's not like a lot.
Okay, you'd be a very tall
I can get
dwarf.
up to 3 feet. I think I can do.
She had a bonus on that though that lets her look like other medium humanoids.
Yeah. So I want to know, since I got such a really good look at these kids when I was a cat.
But you can't speak Dwarvish, which would be the hole in that.
No, because they cut out her tongue.
Oh, no.
Transform myself into a dwarf without a tongue.
Exactly.
A tall dwarf. Look at that.
And they
will
stretched me
know.
on the rack.
She will know that you are not her child.
That's how I get to Bokika.
I should get Bodika.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, her. That's how I get to her.
I think that you're going to run out of time.
And then I'll turn into a fear bog just as she's hugging me. That could work.
But I mean, y'all are a bit lawless anyway, so I don't know if that matters to you. But
so are we gonna have companions, or is it just the 3 of us?
well, it's just the 3 of you and your boars.
All right. Thought maybe we might have some companions.
Oh, can I get a rapier?
Yes, if you just send 10 gold pieces with Pongo, he can bring you back a rapier in the morning.
Great.
Stepping up the rapier. Quick question though. Do you know how to use a rapier?
Not well. I do not have proficiency.
Right. So, Dex Owen.
Yep. Rapiers are plus a d8. Yeah, no, d6.
Do you have fire arrows?
No, but I was thinking about that one when we were shopping, but that would be nice.
Tracking. Who's the tracker?
Me.
You pick up the trail of the dwarf group. That's pretty easy because if you go off course, you eventually run into the trail of a different group of dwarves because they're all going in the same direction.
So basically, they're walking in this circle.
Yeah.
This concentric
Why are they
circle.
walking in a circle?
So they're all in
Yes, they're
concentric circles, and they're walking as one big plate.
So the trail you're following is about 800 feet wide. So if you deviate off the center, you're like, oh, here's another group. I'll just go back this way. So you're following along. Make a tracking roll.
Can we get,
which
What
is
would track-
survival.
Oh,
can we
okay.
get up high, to high ground or something to be able to see
I
how
thought you
big
actually
they
wanted
are,
to
how
go high. I was like,
big
"When I get
the
hungry?"
circle is?
I was like,
11.
Okay, you follow. You try to stay in the center because that way it gives you room for error. And it's easy enough to just follow that trail of 180 dwarves.
I was close.
Yeah.
Can I talk to like a bird and have a bird do surveillance for us? Is that possible?
I don't know that you can talk. I
I
think
have
you can talk to
speech.
the bird,
I have speech
but I don't
abuse,
think the bird can talk to you.
but the bird,
So you're gonna play the Lassie game with
yeah, I mean,
bird?
the bird can still communicate without talking because I'm one with nature, right?
So you're going to use your beast speech to try and convince a bird to become your bird scout.
Yeah, my eyes.
All right. Do you have any? Do you have anything to give the bird?
I have good berries.
What kind of bird are you going to try and?
A hawk.
A hawk. So now you think your hawk wants to eat berries because you're going to locate a vegan hawk?
I can give him meat. I'm sure I got some meat.
Sorry, I'm not used to dwarves abusing their class. I mean,
How am I abusing my class?
druids abusing their class. Give me just a moment to catch up.
Druids also can. Some druids in particular, even to the point where they prefer animal forms than natural pets are in animal form.
Yeah, druids are furries. We all know that.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't even know where your beast speaks.
It's under fear ball. It's a
Oh,
fear
oh,
ball.
it's a fear ball thing. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the wrong book.
It's a fear ball.
Do you have a fear ball book? Can I borrow yours?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought it was just
Beasts
one
and life, you
thing.
have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return. You have advantage on all charisma checks made to influence them.
Here you go.
So I do a charisma check to influence. Is that what I would do?
Uh-huh.
Is that 2 d20s? Do I
Yeah.
have an advantage?
Right, when you have advantage, you get to roll 2d20, so it's harder to get a bad roll. But you have to tell me, I have to decide before you roll what the number you're trying to get is.
Oh,
So you have to tell me what you're doing.
all right. So I'm gonna see a hawk or something, or an eagle, or a bird of prey. Let's
Let's go with a hawk. They're
Okay.
probably more common.
And I'm going to try to convince it to do a little surveillance for me and let me know how big of an area they're taking
Okay.
up.
I'm just see.
How they're
You're-
gonna, how
You
it's
say
gonna communicate.
you're assuming that a hawk is like, hey, I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna go help this furball. Whereas the hawk actually has like its own
I know, but I
this is
thought
what
I
I
community
do.
with nature, so they're like want to help me.
right, and so that kind of knowledge lets you know that what a hawk likes to do is hunt and eat, and occasionally
you
have
want
baby
it
hawks.
Ask a different animal. Is that what you're
What
saying?
is that? 1,600 across the circle?
They're 200 apart. 1,200. But yeah.
1,200.
Yeah, because you start at the center.
Oh, right.
200,
One,
200,
two, three.
200.
Boop.
Gives you 4 thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So 12. That's why I said it was easy for her to follow a 1,200 foot wide trail.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm fine. I don't make the hawk then.
I just,
It's fine.
how you.
Fine. I guess I don't.
I don't know what information you were hoping to get from them.
And
Where
how
the
you were going to
center
get the
is.
hawk on your side and
Oh,
that sort of thing.
600 feet past the first ring.
Alright. I don't think there's any way to get these people, but alright. I just want to go sit on my stone. I don't feel like nature is unbalanced in this point. The prince is an asshole, the dwarfs are assholes back, everything seems balanced to me.
This is very balanced.
And so Harry does not understand what the purpose is of this.
So you're riding at your double speed to the east, but the problem is you won't. You realize that the dwarves are going to hit the mountains before you catch up with them.
No, they're good at mountains.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep chasing them. Okay. When you get to the mountains, though,
Can we
now.
send a message to Poindexter that we need the orc army to flank them?
The orc army is not going to flank them because the orc army is over here in the, what's that place?
Then we need to flank them.
Yeah, most of the orc army is out here in Farland.
That's, okay, I knew Forland was the bad people.
Yeah, that's where they are, out in Farland.
I still don't understand why Ed Helen.
Burning down. Ed Helen and Farland were in a little war because Ed Helen wants to, take some more territory.
And we are helping Ed Helen.
And you're helping Ed Helen.
That's why I have a money sign next to it.
Right. Oh, that's where the money's coming from.
Right.
Right. Okay. Right.
I'm glad we got that figured out. It's
and,
super important.
and so you're entering these mountains here,
Uh-huh.
which don't have anything in particular.
So are they going to camp soon? Because then we could catch up with them and try to infiltrate at night.
Yes, but you haven't caught up with them yet because now they're in the mountains. That's
Okay.
what I was pointing out. They've made it to the mountains before you caught up with them.
Right.
Okay. All right. And they're harder to track in the mountains,
Yes.
and the formation changes.
Good.
We have something that can move us?
So
Faster?
make another tracking roll. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought it was a bad roll.
A 17 plus 6.
Yeah, 23.
23? I'm not a math person.
So they are actually traveling through a mountain pass into the desert beyond the mountains. So you can tell their plan is cross the mountains and then head back to the Dwarven area, rather than traveling down the west side of the mountains. They'll
Is
travel
there
down the
any
east
way
side
to
of the
get-
mountains.
Right, to make it harder
Around
for people
them.
to follow them. Right?
I'm sorry.
To make it harder for people to follow them.
Yeah, it just kind of it gets the quickest way out of Eglarest. So now they're technically not in Eglarest anymore. So they're a little more relaxed rather
Hey,
than travel.
We did
south
it.
through
We
Eagle-
chased them out of Eglarest.
There you go.
I don't know the purpose.
That's what he wanted. That's what he said he wanted.
To chase them out of Eagle, that's it.
Yes.
I thought it was like to get them.
No. He wanted us to chase them out of Eglarest.
No, they're out.
Well, are they now in our territory that we can actually?
No, they are not.
Okay.
No, they're out of Eagle. Let's do our job, go get our money.
We let Poindexter know they're out of Eglarest. We
Yeah.
did it.
Get our money. It's
Okay.
done.
Send their money now before they come back.
They're out. We're not going to kill anybody.
Okay,
Harry's
so,
not killing anybody
you
unless he
just
has
kinda-
something to trade.
Oh,
Camp out in the mountain pass.
Yeah.
All right, and you tell Poindexter you've chased them out.
Yeah, we'll make sure they don't come back in.
They'll come back in.
And Poindexter sends you a note back with
Yeah,
Not what I asked for.
that's what he asked
That's what he
for.
wanted.
with 5 silver pieces each, and says
5 silver.
Because he knew.
it's like, well, we charge based on the number of troops, and if we only use 3 troops, I couldn't really bill him for.
Well, you can. What about the boars? That's 6.
Well, we charge a premium for boar riders versus foot troops.
Okay.
So this is your half of the per day boar rider
So you say we
charge.
should have taken longer?
Alright, how many silvers do we have then each?
Five each.
You keep the money.
I'm pretty sure you can have
You
hers.
can have that.
I
You've been
have-
holding my money so far.
Pearl is
Why have I been
just
holding your
the
money?
same as me.
I
as a human.
have.
Cheap.
You're
I don't want her to
holding
keep around.
60 gold pieces of mine.
Why am I holding your, I'm holding my own gold. I'm not holding anyone else's
Because
gold.
Harry doesn't understand gold.
Okay, I don't think
So
you're right.
if you don't understand gold, don't worry about the gold.
I
I'll hold it.
have not held
got
any of your
But I
gold.
trust
Yeah.
I trusted Hoodie to hold it.
No, you don't want me to hold it.
Right. So if you need anything, you just ask Hoodie if you can have some money to buy the thing.
Yeah, because he's holding my money.
I'm not holding
Wait,
your
do you
money.
need anything right now?
Oh, I'm good.
Then you're good. 15 silver pieces.
I'm not holding his money.
All right, give it to F and Essen.
I never had it in the first place.
60 gold for you holding up?
I got 60 gold plus the 5, so 65, right?
Well, no,
Well, 5
Silver.
silver.
5
Yeah.
silver.
Oh, that equals 1 gold, so we'll just call it
All right.
66.
See, I don't understand these
I
things.
don't-
I understand berries and
Like,
twigs.
what kind of math are you doing? And I'm
Right, 61.
and
I understand berries and twigs and
I don't know how
concentric
this is
circles.
working.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
This is
you-
why I
you should
have a
just say-
substantial amount because I don't go and give it away.
You should probably just hang on to
I'm
it.
not giving my money away.
You're holding it for her.
Holding it.
Okay, but
I
now you're
trust
camping
you.
out in the mountain
Now
pass.
it's off.
Do you have any plans beyond that?
Well, yeah, she wants to rescue the children.
I mean,
She wants to rescue the children so they can die, just like that.
Remember
other
that when I
dude.
said they were raiding the farms and you got upset? I'm like, oh wait, there's stuff coming up that's gonna be much worse. There's children in
She's
cages.
gonna
Yeah.
kill these children.
I'm gonna, what?
Pearl, I'm thinking you're just gonna kill them like you did that guy.
Why did I kill them?
Well, then they die and they'd be tortured for the rest of their
Yeah, I
lives.
agree with that, but why would I kill them if I could just try and save them? But I'm not gonna try and save them because we don't need to be at war with Eglarest.
I'm just saying, you told the guy that he could live, and then he killed him anyway.
You told the guy that he could live, and then I killed him anyway.
Two separate things.
Can I make other people disappear?
I don't think so.
No.
Like your Misty Step thing, I think is just for you.
As a bonus action, you can magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn. Or
Yeah.
until
Whereas
your-
if you had a spell
It says the
invisibility,
start of my next turn.
yeah, which is 6 seconds.
I go much slower than 6 turn.
Nope. Turns are 6 seconds.
My God.
Okay.
Why do we play for 4 hours?
Everybody
shit
have
like
their own
this.
6 seconds. But what are we doing in the camp in the
I kind of
mountains?
want to, you know what, I bet you Entangle would have gotten those kids out.
Why?
Well, we've already discussed just Entangled we cast on the ground, and they were hanging in cages over a
They've
small
gotten
stream.
Up to the ground, and there's always plants in water.
They're only 5
This
feet
is
tall.
water diverted to run
There's
through a.
always ground underwater.
They're only 5
No,
feet
this
tall.
was like a canal.
Entangled.
It was missing an open top pipe. And the throne room was very clean and fancy, so there's probably somebody scrubbing it. know, like the pool boy.
You had the bear go in and just tear everything up. He's strong.
I want to fight the army of Eglarest. Tell them to meet me at 11.
Right? Exactly.
So the prince can be dressed.
Exactly.
We came
We want
to
him dressed.
avoid is stepping on their toes.
Yes, which is why
You're gonna let the children suffer?
I'm gonna forget about the
She's
decay.
not a ran- I mean, she's
I'm
not
gonna
a-
forget about the children. I'm going to
Harry can't forget about the
Now
children.
she's
I
gonna
smell
forget
them.
about the children.
look.
Are you going to have Booty K at least?
The
You did
choice
yesterday too. This is like the second day knowing me.
Seriously?
the choice I'm facing as
To kill or not to kill?
Pearl is, do I stand my ground on the moral rights of creatures everywhere, children
Oh.
in cages?
Where are
Or
you
do I
again?
start a war with Eglarest?
What are you again?
I don't think we can take a whole
You're human?
country by ourselves.
Right, which is why, like, I'm not gonna try and sneak into the castle in Eglarest.
But we could band with the dwarves and do it with them.
Okay, why don't,
You
so
wanna
why
run
is
the
I mean, the
Prince
whole-
Harry?
Thing started off with the dwarves blew up your mill. I mean, that's what you were doing here.
Yeah, I was going after Booty K.
Yeah, because she blew up your mill.
why don't we just go after Buddha King and forget the kids?
That's just mean. I'm happy to go after Booty K. I just don't see. Have they spotted us? Are they coming? Please? What?
What just happened? The DM turned die.
I mean, I'm
Dun,
just
dun, dun.
waiting for the dwarves to be like,
Can I convince a bunch of predators to go after Booty K?
we're not orcs. No, you cannot do that.
It's a question.
Right, but the whole problem was sending the troops into Eglarest. But you guys decided to handle it yourself and you chased them out of Eglarest and you said mission accomplished.
Right, but then I was
We
curious.
didn't even chase them out of Eglarest. They were already leaving.
They were leaving us alone! We made money doing jack shit! But what I wanna know is if I can do like a psycho birds thing on Booty K.
Birdemic.
A psycho birds thing.
Right,
Like what Hitchcock did to
right. I'm trying to, so you're gonna go and gonna find a bunch of birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
In
They're all in a tree.
or two. In the mountains.
Okay, Fluttershy.
Fine, they're water birds.
Well, that would be back at the river.
They're geese.
Geese. That's what you need to do is get some geese.
Geese are mean fuckers.
I have heard that.
Alright.
Yeah, and have them swarm Booty K. I kind of want to have them swarm Booty K and the prince, but yeah, if I have to choose,
Okay, who sleeps with their boar?
I guess he's not answering me.
You get to sleep with your boar. You sleep your boar home every night.
Oh, yeah, to get cookies.
I thought,
I sleep with my
Harry
boar.
cuddles with his boy.
I think Harry cuddles with
I
his boar.
totally do. Yeah.
I sleep
Sometimes,
with my boar when
sometimes I
come home.
turn into a boar and we
I
chat.
have no interest in sleeping with my boar. I mean, he's a good boar, but he stinks. Like, no way.
But he's soft and furry. and his tummy is
Not
warm to
sleeping with
use
a
as a pillow.
I will be fine. I grow.
And sometimes when he snores, it's calming.
So your little mountain encounter, camping out in the mountains.
You've obviously never been married to a snoring man.
Is
Scrabble.
Scrabble, and
Oh, that's from the
Lily.
ceiling.
You guys are just hanging
It's
around.
on the screen. I thought you were like, what are you doing?
My secret messages.
Did you send me any secret messages today? No.
No, I did not. I was spelling things on the
On the
ceiling and
ceiling.
they can see it on the mat.
It reflects.
Mhm.
Oh, neat.
I didn't realize that when I was doing it, but
So, do we have a mission?
Your mission was to get permission to send people to Eglarest.
We did that.
And
well, and then we didn't do it properly. We were like, we'll just follow them by
And we got
ourselves.
5 silvers.
But the biggest issue with that is, sure, we could send some more of our military, but we already sent most of it somewhere else. What are we going to use to protect our country, our land, our people?
Besides, the prince is an asshole.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even consider our plan.
yeah, he's kind of jerk. He's got kids in cages. The city's poor and he's rich.
Remind me again why he has kids in cages again?
They
To
took the head.
protect from assassination.
His head.
Yeah, they're his hostages because he thinks the dwarves are out to get him.
I don't think the dwarves care jack shit about him.
I don't think they did.
I think they until he took their kids. But I said we gang up on the with the dwarves. I guess we don't do that. Too bad we don't have a dragon. Can I turn into a dragon? Oh,
No, dragon isn't a beast.
it's not.
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Not even later.
Dragon's dragon, not a beast.
I don't know if be a dragon anymore. Saber tooth tiger. Hey there.
Somebody was keeping watch. Who?
I was.
Okay. And you notice that creeping down now out of the cliffs of the pass, there are a bunch of rats.
Oh,
rats.
yeah.
I know, right? But these are individual rats of very large size.
RUSs?
Like giant rats?
What's the RUS?
Rodents of unusual size.
Rodents. Yeah, just like that. And you know, and they're you know, they're hungry.
Aren't they normally led by like that rock or Dakabaka?
No. Rocks and rock. Close.
That was perfect.
You didn't even have to look at it. Was not the rat person.
The rat handler.
Yeah, his name was Willard, but
We didn't
you didn't
know.
care.
So could this be Willard's work?
This is not like when Willard brought in the little demon rats from another dimension.
These are actual rats.
These are actual just
So
animals.
we can actually just burn them
Yeah,
if we wanted to.
if you wanted to just burn them.
What's the underbrush situations area?
Oh, we can
It's
just
very,
start a fire.
very, very sparse.
Okay.
Couple of scrub bushes here and there. A relatively small canyon that you're traveling through, right? A pass through the mountains. So between two mountains like this. Bumpy
Sure, I'm
ground.
not starting wildfires.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking is the best bet to do, actually. I've been trying to think how to start a wildfire in the middle of circles.
So you're gonna wake everybody up?
Some druid. I guess it promotes.
I
growth.
totally am the person who goes around creating
rats are
bonfires to
sneaking.
promote growth.
Oh,
Sneaking towards you,
so
but you notice them.
Yeah. I actually walk towards them.
You walk towards the rats.
Why are you walking towards the rats?
So I can burn hands them. Or thunderwave
I
them.
could just create bonfire.
You could.
That would definitely kill a rat.
I kick them as I walk past.
I could thunderwave them.
But I'm going up there.
Are you waking everybody up?
Yeah, I kick Hoodie and Harry as I
Oh,
walk
kick!
past.
That's who you're kicking. I thought you were kicking the rats.
No, I'm kicking my compatriots, not like hard. I'm just nudging as I walk past.
What? I was sleeping. I was having a great boar dream.
Crap.
I don't want to know.
We were snuggling in our nose.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative then.
Ow! The fuck?
Oh, great. That's 15.
15. Plus whatever. Plus 5? 3, 2, 1.
Your dex number. What's your dex number?
22.
Two.
Oh, roll for your pig.
Yeah, roll for Scrapple.
Oh, pig.
Your pig. Your pig's
Your
down
pig's
here
not
next to you. You're gonna sleep with your pig.
18 plus 2 is 20.
All right. So, Hoodie, you wake up, you grab your bow immediately because you're just that kind of hoodie.
Yeah.
And you see rats climbing down the cliffsides.
God, I need like fire.
Cliffside.
More rats.
But there's just a tiny bit of moonlight, so it's pretty dark, but you see the movement.
Do they see me?
They've been coming at you for a few minutes. They were trying to sneak,
All right, let's
but
take a shot.
Pearl caught them. You're just gonna straight up shoot one?
Yep.
You'll have disadvantage because of the light situation.
Are they within 90 feet?
Yes.
So, the lower of the two.
Yeah. Okay, it's definitely a miss. But it's close enough to one of the rats that he starts squealing. So all the rats answering, and they're all squealing now. It's actually Scrabble's turn.
Scrabble's gonna run up and bite one.
Scrabble's gonna run around and bite one. Scrabble has dark vision.
Mhm.
Do you have dark vision? Furbolgs don't have dark vision.
I don't think
Yeah, because you were casting lights all over the place.
Yeah.
Alright, so Scrabble just heads straight for the middle of the rats, or the edge of the rats, or behind the rats?
Then edge, because he doesn't want to be in the way of anything Harry's gonna cast.
Right. So he runs over there and bites that rat.
That's a terrible place for him to be.
Roll. Why is that terrible place to be? Roll D20 to see if you can bite a rat.
Oh, fuck.
Bigs are plus 5.
9.
That is also a miss. And then we're at Harry. What does Harry want to do?
Harry's gonna cast Entangle.
Entangle on the rats.
Yeah.
How big is Entangle?
Did you get
20
the
foot
rats?
square.
Tell me what?
No, they're just single
20
rats.
foot square.
Okay. So the rats are 25 feet wide though, so you want to get these rats or those rats?
The one's not close to, so Scrapple isn't in it.
Right, so over here.
The
Yeah.
small rats weren't affected by entangle.
No, they weren't.
Are these
But-
rats affected?
They're regular animals, so they should be.
Where do you want to put the front? Where are you aiming?
Right in the middle of the rats.
Right in the middle of the
Yeah.
rats. So that is a 20-foot square of Entangle.
Okay.
All right.
So,
And that's a level 1 spell?
that is a level 1 conjuration, yes.
It's the rats initiative.
What? The rats are surprised.
A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Yeah.
The creature restrained by plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plants will.
Alright, is my turn?
Yes.
Great, I'm going to move.
How many of them got stuck?
5.
My speed is 40. So I can move 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus an additional 10. Plus an additional 10 flying. Perfect. I'm right there. And I cast Burning Hands.
The rats. Okay.
They
Of course, we had no idea if the rats were bad, but we wanted to kill something.
They were sneaky. Anyway, they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
And what's the damage?
It is 17.
Because if you get high enough, you just kill all the rats.
It's 17.
You killed all the rats.
Nailed it. No,
It's
it's only a
only
15-foot cone though.
Don't
Yeah, but
leave any
15
for
foot
us.
cone is all the rats.
Nailed it.
I entangled them.
Which probably affects their dex save. Which, even if they passed,
And I had a terrible shot at that.
they all got burned up.
Alright,
I guess I didn't have to wake you guys. Sorry.
Sorry.
Now I have a burning mountain.
Now you have some rat meat.
And a burning. Yeah.
Toasty rat meat.
Give it to the birds to attract booty cake.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
they
you-
were coming down the valley.
So you make up a pile of rat meat and you start doing some bird calls?
Yeah,
That's a thing.
that's a thing.
Okay, and you get a pair of hawks that show up.
Now I have a conversation.
Wait, it's night.
Owls.
Let's say there were owls. Okay. And you tell them they can have all this meat.
Yeah, in exchange I need done.
Okay, so you have advantage whenever you make a charisma thing. You're gonna do persuasion.
Yeah,
Are you proficient in persuasion?
I am.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So
Let me
plus-
double check.
What's your charisma though?
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, so what's your charisma?
-1.
So -1 from the big
I could
die.
have told you that Harry would not be charismatic.
Who told you that?
I'm 15.
A 15. They agree with a few caws that they want the meat,
Boots.
and you want them to do.
Yeah, we gotta go peck out Boudica's eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, her.
Bouquet's eyes.
Yeah.
Check out her eyes.
K. Booty.
They're
It's
confused.
Oh.
Who the heck is Booty K?
Oh, well, she's
Where the heck is she?
she's destroying your lands.
Why would I bother doing this?
This is why.
They look around.
So she's in the center of the circle of dwarfs.
What the heck are dwarves?
They look around again.
They know what dwarves are.
They're owls. How aware do you think they are?
They're pretty damn aware they're the smartest bird out there.
Ravens.
Crows.
Crows.
Crows are way better.
Well, we could got ravens. He's the one that said owls.
Well, it's nice.
It's night.
Ravens come around at night.
You
No,
said
there were owls hunting and they came to see what you were doing.
Well, can they get the ravens to do something for them?
Because they're buddies. The owls and the ravens. They're kind of like a thing.
Oh my god, I don't know why I ever talk to animals. You just don't even let animals.
They're animals. They're just, I mean, they're not.
They're right, they're animals. They're smarter than us.
Right. And one of the things that they're smarter than us on is don't get involved with a dwarven war.
They'll do it for the meat me.
What is that line from Princess Bride?
Don't get involved in the land war in Asia. See, owls are smart. Yeah, more.
Alright, forget it.
Okay.
I'm good.
Are you gonna give him the meat?
Sure, sure.
Just,
How tall are these
It's already
walls?
10 and it's way past my bedtime.
I need a hard stop.
the mountains are very large, like 5,000.
Huh?
I need a hard stop at 10 because I have an early appointment tomorrow.
No kidding. Okay.
Great, that's no.
Well, I need to leave at 10. I don't know, you guys can
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like Heidi's done.
Thanks then too. So
continue. Yeah, I just haven't. If I
We're
didn't
just
have
gonna
an
wrap this
appointment
up?
early,
you keep
No.
the rat meat, or do you
No.
just give it to the owls and
Just
say
give it
thank
to-
you for your service? And
I just think,
what
yeah.
service
I'm only for some smarter animals.
for coming in and sending you back away?
Thanks for coming for food.
As a reward, you can have food. Okay, so is the plan to chase the dwarves, or is the plan to return home?
I'm going on my stump.
She's going
I'm just gonna find a stump.
All right, we can stop there. That's a good stop point.
Okay.
Anything
I
in
think
mind?
we should. I mean, like next time, continue and follow the board.
I think so too.
Okay.
Why?
But we'll let.
Nothing's unbalanced. We don't have a mission.
I just don't. I'm not taking on Booty K. I feel bad for her kids in the cages, but like.
So she kills your mother and then you won't feel bad?
She encroached on my people.
Whoa! She killed her mom.
No, my mom is still alive and
We
well.
don't know that. You haven't talked to Poindexter.
I think she's Fox Newsing, you know.
Wait, actually, when was the last time you got cookies?
Yeah, when was the last time you got cookies?
The last time Bongo came back.
Yeah, 6 days in a row.
Booty K could have just taken her out.
How?
She said you didn't get my children. I
This
was
is
like,
perfect.
"Mama,
Oh,
I
big
didn't
goal.
know your mama, but she didn't get my children back.
She doesn't even know I exist.
You told her, Commander, you go get her kids.
I did not. I said we'd catch up with you.
I'll catch up with you. We'll be right back. We got this.
When did we promise?
He doesn't even know my real name.
So
Yeah, you're Essie with the tiger.
when did we even promise to help her? We're trying to get her, not help her.
Right.
When she was Essie with the tiger, she
I
told
can't even
him.
remember why you told him you'd be back.
Because I was up
He's
in
gonna go
arms
back
about
to the
children.
kids.
The children. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
The
was
youth.
going
The
back
kids.
to the youth.
So I said I'd see him in a couple days.
Right.
Catch up with you. But I never said why I'd catch up with them.
Yeah.
gave him the
And he was
little
just
wink.
happy you were leaving, so he
You
was
gave him,
like,
and I was like, great, bye.
okay, we'll be in the mountains by then.
So, I mean, my mom is safe. If she is not, then we will have further beef. But right now, I'm already out for Booty Cave because she came onto our lands and destroyed
Yeah,
our
there was
mill.
a purpose we were after her.
Yeah. Okay. The
She
end.
said, I thought that she got what was hers because her kids got tortured.
Yeah,
Well, that's
but
her own-
that's
her
for the
own business.
kids.
That's her own
Less for
business.
her, more for the kids.
That's her own business.
So maybe that's why she burned the mill.
She burned the mill.
She burned the mill because we killed her boyfriend.
Well,
But she thinks orcs killed her
I'm
boyfriend.
starting to
Which
think
is
that
only-
Booty K
only
has
very
reason
partially
to be
true.
pissed.
Yeah, except you know,
Drama.
you all live in Riverhead, therefore you're all
I had a
orcs.
girlfriend. That's fine. Anyway.